We're live.
This is not the brain dump thing. You can say what you want. You can do what you want.
Boobs, Rolf Harris Hitler.
What happens in the hangout stays in the hangout.
And across the whole world as well that are watching.
Well, yeah, for a short while. Happy New Year, everybody. Oh,
Right. Yeah.
It's all in the timing.
just a minute.
Oh man, my wife's off to grab the kids, so they'll be here shortly.
They can talk for you.
I don't say they can do that. Children are very good at that. Yeah.
So, what's everybody doing? How's everybody doing for the new year?
Oh, fairly quiet, really. We've had a quiet Christmas and New Year. Just sort of sitting about a bit melancholy, watching films and getting drunk. Sounds rather like somebody else I know.
Yeah, but that someone else can sit in a room on his own and get drunk.
There's nothing. Oh, QA, where's QA?
That person can get drunk in France on his own, listen to really bad music.
I was live from the pub. From Le Bar.
I'm gonna kill Lewis.
All I've had all this time is, people asking me, well, you do an hangout then. I'm like, well, I do an hangout, okay, no problem. So do an hangout an hour before we got somebody else to join me and Chaz. We've just been sat here talking, saying, I'm not doing an hangout with two people.
See, there was a hint. I could tell Vicky was hinting. It's like someone could do a hangout. Oh, no.
I saw Reed's bud die on his arse on that. I'm not doing the same.
I remember the last few. Tiff ruined them, didn't you, Tiff? It's your fault.
Ruined what?
You ruined everything, Tiff. It's all your fault. Not gonna be like that.
Right. So what's going on then? We're not having a topic as such. We're just going to talk. That is tonight's topic. Talk. I want to know first of all, Andy, have you seen the new Norton?
No.
Why?
Why not? What have you been doing?
I've taken a couple of weeks off of the Tinterweb.
Oh, dear.
Don't blame you, really.
So, yeah, I'm kind of way behind on everything. I've even got a video to upload that I need to sort out as well. But, yeah, with New Year and everything else, and just maybe one too many bottles of fizzy pop.
Fizzy pop?
Yeah, fizzy pop. You know, the ones that come with the big cork?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those. Well, quite a few of those actually, with Mrs. B, and we spent the next 2 days recovering.
Did you cook the fucking sausages?
We cooked, yeah. So yeah, we just took some time out really, but I'm starting to feel human again now. So thought I'd pop on because Mrs. B hinted that Skeggy might be doing an honourable thing and hosting a hangout.
In other words, she was like, "Get in that hangout now."
Yeah, you're always complaining that nobody else does them. Get in there quick.
That's it. I can't grumble, can I?
Well, I've just said to Chaz actually, I said, we can't complain that you don't want to do one over Christmas and New Year. Let's face it, you do one every week, and nobody else offers, apart from Chaz when you've not been there before or whatever.
And I instantly regret it 5 minutes into starting it. It's like, really, oh fuck. And then I go through my channel and it's just I accidentally click my channel on YouTube and I see previous oh no, let's not look there again. This is why I don't make videos. Leave my Twinkies alone.
See, they all wanted to watch. Now it said, well, it did say we had 2 viewers. Now we've got 1 viewer and you don't want to ask a question. We've got 1 viewer. You know who you are. Ask a bloody question. Identify yourself.
It's Lewis sitting there trying to be as annoying as possible.
Sweet Bolter. So it is. Oh dear.
Past his bedtime.
Yeah, it'd take a bit of a while for him to reply, wouldn't it?
It's a wandering finger.
It's like a dog with its tail or its foot. It fucking bites it because it thinks it's coming off its bone. It's like, finger, no! Ah!
Yeah, dear. And again, yeah, we are live.
You can tell the difference between hangouts. Like, we don't give a fuck.
I don't, personally. What's this? Does she accept an American Express? We use lots talking. They're too busy talking to each other in the bloody Skype messages.
Oh, there's Wiggy in there and Lewis.
Skype messages are all very good, lads, but do it in the Q&A. I don't care. It's not Mr. B's hangout. It's mine. If you want to just load the Q&A up full of crap.
What are you saying me now?
Yeah, Wiggy and Lewis, sort it out. Go and spam the Q&A on Google Plus or wherever it is.
Yeah, spam the Q&A on this video. Make Skeggy's life hell.
Nah, don't make my life hell. Personally, I don't give a damn. Oh dear. Although I did say, Andy, I said, I know how you feel when you sat there at the beginning thinking, is anybody going to join? But then, who's the first person to always join you?
You, Skeggy.
Well, it's either me or Chaz, isn't it?
Oh, Chaz, of course. Chaz is quite often there quite early. The first thing I normally see of Chaz is his eyeball when he goes...
That's right. and it's not a pretty sight, is it? It's a bit bloodshot.
Alright, alright. You sure that's my eyeball?
Oh, yeah, it's your eyeball, not your eye.
Or is it the brown eye?
Oh. I can't believe you said that.
Well, all I can hear is that fucking Skype. What are you getting on?
I think we can mute it.
How? How do you mute Skype? Turn it off.
Because it's got a separate control for the volume on Skype on your volume thingy.
I have no idea, mate.
If you go to Mixer, no, it hasn't.
I'm just looking at that.
He's no one to know.
I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Tools, options.
But you know it is. All it is, it's Weggy and...
Notification settings. Right hand click on the conversation on recent left hand side.
Whoever started that conversation can close it down. Oh,
Do not notify me.
It was Weggy.
Oh, there you go. Sounds. Funny enough. And you can just mute all sounds with one click.
But under tools?
Yeah, tools, options, sounds, and then there's a button that says mute all sounds.
Sounds.
Yeah, they've actually got a dedicated button in there as well for Lewis. It says mute Lewis vlogs.
Oh dear. There we go. Well, can't hear that now. That's all that. It all sounds like Bobby. Oh look. Is this the Q&A? No?
You have switched Q&A on, have you, Skeggy?
Oh, hold on.
Right.
We have finally got one from Barnesnet. Hello. Hello, folks. Only came across the hangout by pure chance tonight. Good to see you all together again, Simon. And there we go. It's nice to see that we've got people actually watching. We've got 6 viewers and 4 in the hangout.
And someone that's actually missed us as well. So, hi, Simon.
To be
Has
fair,
he got the right hangout?
no,
It's better than someone saying, oh, fucking hell, not you lot again.
well, he hasn't missed Chaz because he don't do videos, so he wouldn't know who he is. I bet it's Beast Rider. Got to be.
Oh, me.
That's who it is. He only hangs about with all the dolly birds at the bloody big shows, doesn't he?
Yeah, puff.
I'll tell you what, if hanging about with that lot makes you a puff, I want to be a puff.
He told the boy he's a hairstylist.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, great. So now I can't hear the Skype noises coming through Skype. Get one through my phone instead now.
Take off your jacket and your shoes and your hat. Ooh, wow.
Right, anyway. in the chat, hopefully, I post up a picture of the new Norton. And it looks up. I'm just about to try and put it in the link for the Google Plus as well. Pardon me. Can't find it.
Yeah, I just saw that. I like the retro styling on that.
It's beautiful, to be honest. Right, I'm gonna try and.
It's been out for quite a while, if I remember. It's just they've only just fucking decided to release it.
Huh.
Because I saw concept drawings and concept, them actually putting stuff on it and working out what works with it.
What is it? The Commando or what?
Oh no, the sports.
Cafe Racer?
Open the GoPro.
And that's got a name, isn't it? It's...
Open the GoPro and then pull for it.
I can't forget the bloody.
Wait. What are they talking about now?
Ooh.
You were asking for the link and I just sent the wrong one.
Who asked for the link?
Yeah.
Oh, was it the Dominator?
No.
Yeah, it's very similar to the Commando, isn't it?
There we go.
I think myself it looks beautiful, but I suppose it's all down to choice, isn't it? It's all down to personal choice.
Oh, yeah.
Q&A is open, but I can't seem to open it myself from going into it, from the Google Hangout thing.
Okay, now Constantine, I have a job for you.
I might be able to do it through this one.
Yep.
Keep people busy and happy.
Chaz, are you talking about the Norton Dominator?
No,
I can't. There's a few that have come out that are exactly the same style.
You blooming brought up the subject and you don't even know what it's called.
Well, there's two different ones of them. There's the Norton and then there's the Triumph.
No, I'm on about the Norton.
The Triumph and there's not. They're two totally different makers.
Well, the Norton's been out forever.
Have you clicked on the link in chat?
No. Hang on.
Right, click in the link in chat, you'll see what I mean.
Have you got the money? The money that we found?
Right, that's the Norton Dominator.
Yeah, what do you reckon for it?
Okay.
Oh, he had a.
Right, if anybody can get into the questions.
See, that's concept art of one.
Yeah, that's not an actual real picture, is it?
No,
But
'cause it,
there is an actual picture. There is actually a real one of it, and the rear seat unit is carbon fibre. The airbox covers and battery covers are carbon. The screen is carbon. It's been out for a while. They're just adding different things onto it and making it more, less. They've simplified it a lot. The exhaust helps.
why is this stuff giving me to restart it? I've got one of the. What?
It's because you're a loser, Skeggy.
Oh, right, okay.
I can only find concept art.
The rear seat unit is carbon fibre. The airbox. Don't do that, Skeggy.
What?
Screen.
Try that one.
Skeggy.
That's gone up there.
Where did you find the actual picture of it then?
Through Bennett's. I'm on their Facebook page.
Let's have a look.
Oh, Facebook, right.
That thing you've been away from for a fortnight.
Facebook, yeah, the thing I switch on once a month.
It's not everybody's cup of tea at the moment. It's not been good to people, is it? It's so many people. I think let me have my Skeggy Cruiser one again, and then all of a sudden decided, no, actually, I know I let you have that yesterday, but I've changed the time. Now you can't have that. You've got to have your proper name, or you can have it, but you can send us ID to prove that that's your name. I'm like, you can't do that.
I lost any interest in Facebook when they deleted my account, so there's children present, but basically they can do one.
Lewis is in the Q&A, so Lewis, as soon as you're watching us, Go into Facebook on my page and copy and select the link for the Triumph and the Norton that I've posted, and put links to them in the Q&A for us.
I've actually got I got a picture here. Let me see if I can put this up. Oh, there's a shot right there.
Lecture, yeah.
Well, that looks a lot different to the concept art.
Yeah.
Well, it is and it isn't. I mean, it's still damn pretty, isn't it?
See, that one's been out forever. That's the older version of it.
Yeah.
They've improved it by making that seat unit 2 parts with the air filter and battery cover. They've spoiled up the exhaust. It's basically a track-ready one. Let's have a look at this.
They've put a single shock on the back instead of the dual.
Yeah, I mean, there's a picture. Let's have a look. This one is their sport one. Let's see if this works. This is the sport Dominator. And it's basically revolved around that.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, I've got to pick the concept one, which is pretty close to that. Well, they've got a little nose fairing on it. Different paint job.
Yeah, this one's complete custom though. This wasn't done by them.
Yeah.
So they basically just saw this and gone, oh, well, people like that. We might as well produce it.
Very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's actually pretty cool.
Ooh, 3. Thank you.
Yeah.
I dig.
Can you give me another one?
I think personally it's got a lot going for it.
Yeah.
I suppose it comes down to what you
Pen.
the
Wow. Thank you.
you know, the best really, doesn't it? You know, what your choices, what your personal choices.
It's a nice to have, but how much would it cost?
Oh, it's quite expensive.
Yeah.
So at the moment, that's the Triumph that's supposedly been spotted.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about the Norton's rear tail light, if I remember. I didn't like it at all. It's cut into that seat unit. Yeah, there we go.
Showing you 3 different bikes there.
It looks like a bloody Hayabusa rear end. No offense, Andy. It just doesn't do the bike justice. It can't have a bend. It needs to be straight.
I don't know. I kind of like it though. I like it.
Yeah, but it's because it reminisces with like a cruiser or a chopper.
Oh, that's not the same one. That's a Commando you got there.
Yeah, that's the Commando. Like, that's what I was saying. There's 2 sorts. You know, you've got the Commando and then you've got the Dominator. The
Yeah.
Dominator is the better looking one.
Yeah.
I like the single shot.
Yeah, I like the single shock on the Dommy. The way it's all set up is much better. And
I
these
still
old
prefer
dogs,
the original.
I mean,
not the original one.
they've really shrunk down them pea shooters in the end, haven't they?
Yeah. That's stupid.
Yeah,
There's a picture of the custom Dominator. God, like.
I think Eleanor wants to play with it.
I grew up around these sort of, you know, especially the aluminium tank North.
Already picked out which one she wants.
You know, I thought about a lot of my uncles that still got them and so on. So they went down really well in our family. It was, as far as we were concerned, it was one of them things where, you know, Uncle Barry's got a new Commando. Have you seen it? Like, so I'm going to have to go down and have a look at that. Funny story to it. He got it. It was due to start the police force the following day. Decided to show us how good it was. Kicked it up, and it kicked back. Broke his ankle.
Yeah, they do have a fucking kick to it, don't they?
Oh,
Sorry.
Right, am I supposed to be screen sharing that, Chaz?
What's that?
Your page.
No, I was just showing you pictures and stuff. Because that's where they got the design roughly from.
Well, I say the design really is just get the old bike and slightly.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've seen the old Norton tank, the whole unit and everything like that, upgraded suspension, but I've seen a Bandit engine in a frame of a Norton.
Yeah.
Because they've tried to keep it more newish and more reliable, you know, bit higher revving, stuff like that. But I still prefer that sort of old engine in an old bike like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they can improve the cooling like they have there with the bigger radiator, but
That's just an oil cooler on that one, though, isn't it? It's still air cooled.
That's it. Yeah.
they've just added cooling to it. I mean, it looks like they've put an injector on there. Yeah, it does look like an injector.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. And they got the electric start on there. They got away with a lot of others.
Oh, believe me, they'd need the electric start.
Oh yeah, but look at the electric start. It looks too modern for the bike.
Yeah, it does, but the point is it's pros and cons in it, you know. And
I mean, carbon fibre. There's a screen missing off of it, but
I'd ride that. The only reason I can't ride, you know, the bikes I want to ride is because I can't kick them up.
yeah. But Skeggy, have you looked at the seat? It's even worse than Tiff's. It's basically a mouse mat piece of.
You don't ride them all the time, do you?
Yeah, but I've taken screenshots of many photos on Facebook of custom bikes. They get posted to the Facebook groups I'm members of, and they got clear perspex seats or bits of aluminium, and you look at me like, yeah, but it's a pretty thing to look at, but it's not ever going to get ridden.
I mean, it's strange how things change anyway. You know, as your taste changes as you get older, and even though you might still be the same height, etc., it's like you've done the same. No doubt you've done the same, Andy. You had the old AP50.
Yeah.
Have you ever been up close to one recently?
Been what? Sorry.
Have you been up close to one recently?
Yeah, bike show.
And have you looked at it and gone, ah, they were bigger than that?
Yeah, they kind of do look a lot smaller now. And the AP50 was a bigger bike than the Fizzy in terms of size, like had a bigger seat and a bigger tank, but yeah, they do look kind of tiny now.
I'm just going to try some at home.
Oh, there we go.
No,
Heard that before. Waving your glass at your missus ain't going to get you a drink. It's going to get you itch round the head.
She's gone to bed.
What are you waving at the dog?
No.
Kid?
Guy.
I've had to come downstairs because my PC's updating itself big time.
Really, hey, you got a new headset for Christmas?
No, I've had it for a while. I've had this one for a while.
Oh, that one works. I like that one.
I'm actually on the missus' laptop in the dining room, so.
That's cool.
Yeah. So.
You look very professional. You look like a DJ there.
I actually, well, it's funny because before I started decorating, I was doing a video, stinky rap video, doing bits of it, and I was doing the bits I could do, and I was going to ask for sort of people to submit bits, and the idea was to get that ready for the beginning of, New Year's Day and upload it, and like because I was doing, I couldn't be paying floorboards and other shit. I thought, I'll reformat the PC. I'm like a twat. I reformatted. I forgot. Oh dear, I forgot to back my files up. The only ones I wanted was the video stuff I've been working on for the Stinky Rap.
So you inadvertently did an Andy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel for you, mate.
So now I'm going through all the updates. 171 updates are just downloaded, now resetting. So it's like, but. I'll do it when I'll get and do it again. It gives me I can play with it. But I've got a few ideas. There's a few people I want. I want Vicky to do something for me. I want you.
Oh, really? So do I.
I'm not saying a word. The pixie just walked in. She's gonna kill me. No, actually. I actually want. Well, I'll discuss it with you guys. What we're going to do is submit clips, and then I want to put music overlay and. Well, I've discussed it a bit with you, but it's been so long. We'll do it properly at a later date. Do what, darling? Well, yeah, okay. I'm just talking about the Stinky Rap. Yeah, white and two, please, darling. Yeah, have you seen my mug? Not the wife. I mean, what she.
I can see him now.
Is Weggy not watching this yet?
Eh?
Is Weggy not watching this yet? So he's just, recently asked who's in.
Lewis is sitting there in a corner, dribbling,
Son.
drunk.
Have you seen that? I don't know if you can read it.
Right. Hang on. Looking at my bike, talking about my bike, watching time programs featured people riding websites about bike spec. Now, it's alright until I got to the last bit.
Yeah, because Skeggy's weird. He doesn't like bacon. There's something wrong with him.
You love Skeggy with the bacon. You got the bacon though. I love bacon.
Yeah, see? Even he likes bacon in America.
But Americans do like bacon.
Well, was it for me? Was it my birthday last year? You got me the skunk one. Yeah, my skunk's better than your dog. So. Rough.
Probably smells better.
My wife actually got me some bacon-flavored candy canes.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
They're awesome. They're so good. So good.
I tell you
Have
what.
you got bacon jam?
I keep on saying to the Pixie, let's try making bacon, but she says fuck off.
You need this in your life.
Oh, that looks awful.
Oh, that does sound disgusting.
It tastes amazing.
It's like, I can imagine this baconade, but I can't imagine bacon jam.
It's awesome.
You know what? There's a lot of things wrong when you say
There isn't it?
No, you need to try it. Oh, I think me and Carol made a video of
It's not,
Showground, and all you hear me saying is bacon jam, bacon jam, bacon jam.
you're not coming across very convincing when every time you talking about it, you've got Tip in the background window.
That's because she's weird like you, Skeggy.
Well, don't you like bacon?
Probably not. No, she doesn't. She doesn't if you don't like bacon jam. It does. It's got real bacon in it.
In jam.
Yeah. No, it's not jam. It's bacon. It's like a relish, but it's actually bacon with some
So what I'm
nice.
saying is, it's bacon and bacon fat.
It's not even that.
It's a bacon pate spread more than anything.
Yeah, it's basically like pate, but it's bacon, real bacon, shredded up. Really, is like and then you get a spoonful, and you're like, it's like chewing on bacon. 'Cause it is bacon.
It's like this Marmite thing, innit? Can't stop
It is.
Marmite.
Marmite's horrible.
So basically then, Chaz, what you're saying is you've got a tin of bacon there for people without teeth.
Yeah, bacon baby food.
Yeah, bacon without ever having to actually cook it.
I tell you what, it gives a whole new meaning phrase porking, doesn't it? Imagine spreading that. No, we're not even going there.
It's one of
I
the,
like it so much, I got a bacon jam sticker, and I got many others, and I was like, yep, that's going on the wall.
it's designed for Bobby's Bobette. They're on his knee.
And a little.
Calling her up now. She's like, hello, is this bacon jam? I'll have five.
She's trying to order some.
I'll get some. I like it. She likes bacon.
Say, Daddy, I just ordered a pizza.
Yeah. Oh, bacon on pizza is amazing. You ordering bacon pizza?
We only ordered sushi, and I don't think there's any bacon.
Oh, sushi and no bacon.
Oh, we've got 5 viewers. Somebody ask a question. Do something.
Peggy, someone's robbing your house. There's not much to nick, but someone's robbing it.
I was going to ask where you can get bacon jam from, but
Yeah.
Oh,
It's actually made in, well, it's made in Suffolk. Yep, it's made in Suffolk. There you go. That's probably why
Say
it's.
no more.
oh no.
Say no more. There's the thing. Where's Suffolk Andy tonight?
Oh, God.
I was
no.
up your way earlier, actually, Max.
I know, I was hiding.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Come bombing through at breakneck speed. It's great with that Lincoln A11 sorted out now.
Where?
I got to the woman. Well, where the flipping hell am I? Where the fuck? Oh shit! I am on the A11.
That's what everyone thinks when they enter Suffolk. They're like, where the hell am I?
Yeah, well.
There's sheep and cows and pigs.
But you're not. I mean, I'm talking about Thetford way. I'm not.
Oh no, that's
road,
flatland. That's forest.
Yeah, well, I don't go Richmond that often.
Was you driving the coach?
Yeah.
The passengers were like, where are we? We're
I
supposed
say
to be
that
in
half the
London.
time. I say that half the time myself.
What you want to do, Richard, is you want to turn around to him really slowly and go, do you want to see something really scary?
I had that.
And this
I
is
had,
why I brung a coach of people one time, and they never
had-
returned.
I had that
Top of the stick.
5 years ago. We went out somewhere and we ended up in somewhere completely different. All the old biddies on the bus going, "Where are we?"
Skeggy was on the bus.
No, the old biddies.
He's talking on Skype, it's fine.
I'm just hoping that Suffolk Andy's remembered to keep my number in his phone, because otherwise he's going to get a text message that says, "Get your arse into the hangout." And he's not going to know.
And you'd be like,
Stay
"What, where?"
on me duck.
He's going to what?
Tony, Pixie's passed her theory test.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So now it's driving lessons for us. We're going to be booking driving lessons.
It's all right. You're far enough away from me, so I'm not too worried.
Does this mean she'll be riding to the monkey meet?
No, she's driving.
She's doing a driving test. I still haven't sorted Zeffie out yet. I haven't had a chance, but we're gonna. Yeah, she can drive, but not legally at the moment on her own.
For
Drive up.
the Pixie to ride, she'd have to have a grom.
No.
Well, I say we're still looking at cruisers, but we're gonna. Obviously, a car is more important at the moment for her, so she can get around, and then it'll be.
And run you over.
Yeah, and then we'll be putting a top box on the back of Tiggy. If she's on the back of Tiggy better than Zeffie, she'll be riding on the back of that, and then it's a cruiser. But we've got to sort our priorities out first. Car for her, so she can go from work.
I would say Skeggy had a bike for sale.
Yeah. But, no, she's 900cc. She don't want to ride a bike on her own. She wants to be on me.
Back from Suffolk Andy saying, "I'm in the pub."
You want to
Oh,
find
he
them?
said please.
Oh, good. I gotta put on cartoons for the kids. Give me 1 second.
You want to hear them?
What are you doing cartoons at 11:30 at night? What are you doing?
Hey, it's only 6:30 over here.
Right, hold on.
Oh, Tony, okay. So she's saying either sit behind me or you, Tony. She said like, she can't get over sit behind you.
Hey, there's more of me. There's more of me to grab hold on.
That's true.
Oh,
I'm glad she did it.
Okay, I'll put on cartoons on. Relax.
How could you eat a sandwich with a mic in your mouth? Get off there, mine. Mine.
you fold it up, Richard. Richard, it hinges up.
It's Rick, not Richard.
Rich, the mic it swings upwards.
Who's up? I know it flaps around.
Ah! A what?
Yeah, it's only Richie when I'm in the shirt. It's Rick.
Jogging, huh?
So where did you find that?
Go to recently watched. Something that's not in characters.
Okay.
Okay, let's get some let's get some control of this.
And you drink a Guinness while saying it.
Happy New Year, people. Oh, hey up.
Happy New Year.
Got a text message from somebody. Suffolk Andy again. We'll be home. We'll look in if I'm not too fucked up.
Oh, goodness. Well, I'm gonna have to pop off shortly because we're gonna have dinner soon. But it feels like I'm getting some voice back. Sorry, some. But I feel like I'm going through puberty all over again.
You need a little bit of the Irish nectar inside you. That's what you need, Bobby. It's good for you.
I can go. I'm gonna tell you this though. I love getting over there.
No, the Irish nectar's in the front room actually at the moment, watching whatever soap opera.
Yeah, you don't want some of that down your throat.
No, we won't go there. We won't go there. She'll kneecap you.
I'd rather have a Guinness over there than over here. I mean, I like it over here, but it's so much better over there.
I don't think it travels. I mean, is it even brewed over? You know, it's probably brewed in America, and for America, it'd be cheaper, wouldn't it, than actually brewing it over here and shipping it over there.
Yeah, they brew it over here, but when I had it over there, it was so much better, so much thicker.
Yeah.
Just,
But to be fair, I mean,
It's even better in Ireland.
yeah, the proper stuff in Ireland, I forget what they call it now. Picture now.
Maria,
But the proper Guinness.
what's the proper Guinness called in Ireland? Guinness, I know that. What is the proper Guinness called in Ireland? Guinness. Oh, okay.
Drink. It's called drink.
Right?
yeah, in Ireland it's called water.
Maria likes. Maria says she likes Sally, which is another form of like quite a strong.
Yeah. I know I had some over in Ireland, and it came with a long spoon like you'd have in a Knickerbocker Glory, and it just stood straight upright in it.
Yeah.
So it was like, I mean, it's only the head that keeps it upright, sort of thing. But every now and again, just give it a little stir, because the stuff in Ireland had bits in it.
Well, I've still got 2 litres of poteen here.
2 litres? How the hell do you get 2 litres of moonshine?
Irish wife. Irish contacts. I haven't had any at all this year. I couldn't drink any because I only had like, what, 12 hours off for Christmas Day, whatever it was.
How you going on, mate? Yeah. I've not muted myself, Bobby. They can hear what I'm saying on. Yeah. Okay.
Geg, you're a bit slow, mate.
I think he's frozen.
No, he was off his phone when you started talking.
No, the stuff I had over there is really good stuff. I must admit. It was.
Hello.
Hello, can I offer you home insurance, please?
Yes, hello.
You win a drive tarmac.
You didn't mute us.
I've come to tarmac your drive. Oh, dear.
Can I interest you in bacon jam?
Alright. You guys are silly. I love it.
So we've got a question saying, I'm a music downloader for YouTube. Would you mind telling me what you would want me to download, and also draw what you like me to draw?
Huh?
Download all Spicy 110's videos and Baron Von Grumbles.
He said music.
Oh, God.
The music downloader.
Ah, well, you don't need them.
Hmm.
I've got several music tracks I mentioned in my videos that I sang. But you have to find them. They're like several years buried.
But you sang.
Yeah, I sang them. I can't remember what they are. Tractor or something.
I think thankfully most of my singing's disappeared from when I was in a group many years ago. We didn't. It was a lot harder to record things back then.
I can't sing. I can play. Well, I used to be able to play guitar.
I would say
But
it's
you're a
either,
DJ.
it's
Yeah, I
either
do DJ,
on
I
a
sing.
tape somewhere or not.
So
Well, I think myself, what should he draw? Over to you, Andy.
A Hayabusa.
A Hayabusa. Any particular colours?
Silver and bronze.
Right. Make it easier for shading, won't it? Chaz wants you to draw some boobs with extremely large nipples.
I'm with Chaz on this one. I gotta say I'm with Chaz on this one.
Well, yeah, he is, but his wife's behind him, so put a bra on it.
She'd enjoy it just as much as I would.
Oh, what?
Boobs.
I know I'd like to do it with
I bet she does an awesome Princess Leia impression.
That's what I was going to say.
You love boobs.
Just make sure she doesn't have a sword in her hand at the time.
Yeah.
Why don't any of these dudes look like they have really good ones, though?
Yeah. You guys gotta grow your boobs.
Boobs all the way.
Well, if Mrs. B was here.
Oh, yeah.
So does most of us. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm gonna pop off because we're gonna have dinner.
All right,
Okay, mate. Good to see you, Bobby.
Definitely good to see you guys. Happy New Year, and I'll have more voice by the next hangout.
mate.
Lovely family.
Yeah, mate.
Bye.
Yeah, see ya.
Have fun.
There you guys.
Yeah.
Oops.
And then there were 4 boobs. Yeah. I must
Four
have
tits,
something wrong with boobs. Although I do like a bit of flange.
Oh dear.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Skeggy, we still alive.
Well, there's nothing. I don't mind a bit of flange live.
Oh yeah, no one watches your videos. I forgot.
I don't mind a bit of. Hey, at least I produced it.
Swivel.
Oh, there you go. You can't do it now. Look at the Q&A, Skiggy.
Oh dear. Well, that doesn't mean a thing. Are you telling me at 13 years old you don't know how to draw boobs?
You've never seen boobs?
No, he's seen them.
Google search now.
Just doesn't know how to draw them.
Bad
Oh my
influences. Don't listen to anyone in this panel.
If that's a 13-year-old female, I will probably die.
Mm.
Or with a name like Joshua.
I won't actually die, but that's quite ironic.
If that's a 13-year-old female with a name called Joshua, then
With no boobs.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't talk like that. We need to. Oh, yeah, that Norton was looking good.
oh dear. They've got a bike up in the local bar shop here that I wanna test ride. And it's like every time I've gone up there, it's buried in the back of the shop, and you can guarantee if I went up and say, "Oh, can I have a test ride on that?" Oh, typical winter time in Skegness, it would be, "Oh, I'd have to get the battery charged."
Yeah.
It's like nothing's ever ready.
Mm.
They sort of plan themselves for, well, maybe March, April time, people will start buying things again.
Doesn't sound like a very good bike shop.
Oh no, it's okay, but there's just no business in Skegness. You know, everything shuts down in Skegness in the winter. Okay, so we have.
We've got Knob Knob back.
Mellon apparently is 11.
I can believe that.
No,
Yeah, Devin Millen's 11. He's 11, definitely.
Have you
yeah.
not seen his penis? His penis is like a tic tac.
The only problem is you know, we're talking mental age.
Yeah, that's what I was talking.
Yeah. So, well, I just figured he's passed his bike test, so I can only assume that he's got to be 18.
Ah, he bought it. He paid for it.
Oh, he got a student to do it for him.
Yeah, he did. Like that burnout on the gravel.
Yeah.
But he was the student. What I want to know is, Devon, why are you there and not in with us?
He's camera shy, isn't he?
Innit?
Oh, he's a famous vlogger now. He can't show his face.
Oh, he's doing the old anonymity.
Yeah, a knob and near and there.
Right. Joshua Manning has come back with Josh Feener, which I'm assuming is, yeah.
His alter ego, you know. He is on weekends while closed doors.
Just
Dressed up in tights, part time. We don't want to know.
I don't
If
know.
he's a regular, that will stick, and we'll remember him for being part gender. It's like, all right, Josh Iana.
Joshina. Okay, so we got Headsy Bandits arrived, and it's howdy chaps. I've missed something. No, it's Thursday, and I always host the hangouts. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I don't.
he's even got his wife beater there.
No, I think you'll find that Mr. B was feeling a little bit hungover. He did agree not to do it on the Thursdays during Christmas and New Year, and we was getting a bit lost without him.
Yeah, he had a thimble too much of vodka because he drinks like pint glasses of thimbles.
Yeah, but he also had a wine gum as well, so and a bottle of wife beater.
Mr. Fumbelina.
So now we've got Nev C.
Oh,
Happy
Nev.
New Year from Bandit Nev.
Happy New Year, fella.
Hey, Nev. How you
Very
doing, pal?
nice to see you. Well, I can't see you. What time will it be over there? They're well into the new year now, aren't they? Because are they 8 hours in front of us or something? Or 12 hours, isn't it?
About a day ahead of us, aren't they?
Is it a day?
think it's about 11 hours or something ahead of us.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I tell you what. I think it was Nev. Posted a video up about. What was it?
Boobs?
No.
Oh.
No.
Someone's just going to post up a motovlog video. It's just be titled boobs. And if it's someone that I really don't like, then I'll ignore it. But
Oh no. It was about words.
words, things, certain gestures,
No, it wasn't a dongle.
people.
I'll have to go back on his videos and look at
It
what
was about things.
It's 10:15 a.m. over there. Wow.
Well,
10:15
good morning.
a.m. And you've got nothing better to do now than sit and watch YouTube? Or
Yeah,
what?
on a Saturday.
Is it Saturday over there?
Should be.
Saturday over here. What day is it? I don't even know what day it is.
Oh God, you're gonna make me get my phone out. I'll get all the time zones in here. Because I occasionally check up on Hong Kong and see where my stuff is.
You have stuff?
My stuff.
Oh,
Right, here we go. Rotate the world.
That
Where are
normally
we?
that normally comes from Amsterdam, doesn't it?
Stuff. It's stuff. It's stuff normally comes on a slow boat to China, I tell you.
Poppies.
Hey, I've got a quick message for Peds the Bandit. He ordered a Ride Invisible pack, and I haven't sent it yet because I've been taking some time out. But just to let you know, buddy, I did get your order, and to make up for the long delay, I'm going to double the size of the pack, all right, for no extra charge.
What about mine? Where's mine?
Yeah.
Did
Where's
you
mine?
buy one?
Mine never arrived in the mail.
You never fucking ordered one, that's why.
Oh, it's not acceptable. This is
I
trading
ordered.
standards.
This is an outrage.
This isn't acceptable.
I'm sorry, unless you're a certain fan of Oldfield, and you'll not get that.
Yeah, no, I don't get it.
You're not an Oldfielding fan then?
No.
No. I suspect Chaz got it.
No.
No?
No.
What's Noel Fielding's main programme called?
Who?
Oh, you talked about that fouled program that no one ever watches because it's just ugh.
Foul programme?
Fouled program, you know, the moon or whatever the fuck it is.
With the moon in it?
Yeah. Hello, I'm the moon.
Who?
Is it Butter Moon?
Don't know who.
Right, Nev's just trying to make us annoyed now.
I know, delete it.
40 degrees C there at the moment. That is just not on.
It's
Damn you, Australia!
with the heating on.
Hey, my sister-in-law's in Australia for a year.
She got nice boobs.
She got sunburn on New Year's Eve.
It must seem really weird. I was watching Biker Bits videos, and he was going on about. He says he was rather hoping it would be a bit cooler this year for Christmas. And I'm just thinking, who in the right mind wants it to be colder for Christmas?
I kind of want it to snow.
Well, yeah, that'd be nice. Christmas Day maybe, and then piss off again.
Yeah.
We had some snow. Not enough quite to make a snowman, but you could have really stretched it.
You could make one. You disappeared in it, didn't you? 3 inches of snow and they couldn't find you.
Yeah, we had
Emma was
snow
25
Boxing Day
miles
evening.
on Boxing Day. And she managed to post a. In fact, I'll try and find it.
The closest we get to snow is going in the field and seeing all the fucking sheep.
Mm.
No, we
And
had snow
stuff
here
of
Boxing Day
candy
evening.
bouncing off each back end of them.
Pardon you. Right, hold on. On Boxing Day, Emma was 25 miles away from Skegness. And that's what
It sounds like he's tracking her in some sort of creepy way.
Well, that's proper snow.
Yeah.
Well, we had snow here. We had quite deep snow here. But it's funny.
No, that was early on when she took the photo. Like it was just one of them things. You know, I'm 25 miles away, and when she sent me the picture, I'm like, what? Well,
Where the hell are you gone?
Gone to Lapland.
I'm like, well, when did you leave? But it was 25 miles away, and it was pissing it down rain here and snow there. And we never got any snow in Skeg. Well, we got a little bit of sleet. That was about it.
We got a lot of ice in the mornings. That's all we get here. You know, the old battery on the bike's like, you left me out in that cold, and now I'm going to make you worry trying to start me today. And then, okay, I'll give in. It's like, crowbar in there.
You should know better than to leave your bike out in the snow in sub-zero temperatures. You know what's going to happen, don't you?
Yeah, I'm going to get some American come over and go, oh, it's a polar bear challenge! Oh!
Of course, you won't have to look for the oil leak underneath it first. Plenty Bandit says that you're awesome, Mr. B, by the way, and he's also asked Nev to rub it in, which is not on, really.
As long as it's with Vicks.
No worries, Ped. Sorry for the delay, mate. So, yeah, no worries.
No, I'll contact you, Andy, about getting one, and if I don't do, remind me. No, seriously, if I haven't contacted you about getting one, then remind me.
All right, yeah. Well, to be honest, I haven't really officially launched it still.
Well, we do. You know, we're privileged people.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's set up on my website. You can still go to the link there and get it. You can order it that way.
Yeah, I know.
Hasn't Wyvern Biker got a link on every end of his video to your website?
Has he?
Yeah, at the end it sets up Ride Invisible Brain Dump.
Really?
I think I saw it his last time. I was like, that's pretty cool, but I don't think it's active.
Well, no, the website is active. I even bought the Ride Invisible domain, so if you type in Ride Invisible on Google, it will go straight to it.
You just can't order anything.
No, you can. You can order it as well, but I just haven't launched it officially yet. It's kind of like a holding page, but people have already been ordering them, like Peds has. Cheers, buddy.
Right. So you'll notice at the moment that Joshua Manning says that he's famous. He's got 4.5 million subscribers. Well, just to let you know, he's lying. Sorry, Joshua, I didn't mean to dish you, but I mean, 5's a little bit different to 4. That's rather a large number you suggested. Oh dear. Oh well. We have our ways of finding out these things, you know.
Yes. We will hunt trolls too.
Oh dear. We also have bad bushfires. Oh, you know what a bushfire? Emma, watch out, the bushfires are around.
She'll come in and slap you in a minute.
There's easier ways, you know. There's Imac.
No.
You don't have to burn it off.
Buff that muff.
You don't want to be a Holly Willoughby, do you?
Oh.
With the Jackson 5 muff. What's it? So,
I'm just being shouted at. Be back in a minute.
he's really laying it on, isn't it? So we got the bad bushfires in Adelaide Hills last night. Could see the glow of the fire.
Was that when he was sitting there?
Yeah,
Sitting there with a beer of Budweiser.
With a beer of Budweiser and a burnt match in the other hand.
That'll keep the fuckers busy.
Yeah.
The barbecue went wrong.
A fucking barbecue.
Oh man, I mean that's the trouble, isn't it, when you're in a hot place, though?
I tell you what, this Guinness makes reading a lot more interesting. Because I originally, when I first read that, I thought that said he was a Toblerone player, which sounds a lot more interesting than a trombone player.
There you go. Now you know I struggle, Skeggy, with a question.
If someone's sitting there with a Toblerone blowing into it, no.
I think maybe you should take that up, Joshua. You should start being a Toblerone player, be more interesting.
I reckon if you freeze a Toblerone bar a certain cold, because things get a little bit more, you know, a little bit solider, it might make a tone if you hit each individual block.
Yeah, like a xylophone.
Yeah, he was like, "Big your musical instrument out of a chocolate bar."
Well, no, what you do is you nibble a bit off of each one, a different amount, and then you'll get the notes tuning, won't you?
We're getting too into this now. We have to patent it.
You know, I think we're thinking about this a little bit too much.
It's because we're thinking about Toblerone, like 3 bars in there.
I tell you what, we'd be impressed if you get your trombone and you can play a bit of reggae on it.
A bit of AC/DC.
Bit of Motorhead.
I don't want that shit.
Ooh! Yes, I got jazz. I got
Were they in the Eurovision?
yeah. That guy with the beard that won it last time.
Yeah. Is that the ones with the tellies in the stomachs and the little twiddly bits on the head?
That's the Teletubbies. That's the point. Where's Jim?
They're the people with the GoPros on their head.
Oh no, that's Angry and Pickle.
It's upside down!
Is it on? Is it on? Am I flashing?
Am I on? Is he fucking on? I was awesome on that video, I tell you.
I've still got footage of him in a right ump because he got left behind. He's like, well, this is fucking brilliant, isn't it? I'm having so much fun.
Oh yeah, when he fought over to the side of the road.
Yeah, it's just like you can see him have a strop. It's like strop, countdown, 3, 2, 1.
Andy, have you seen Non-Angry Biker when he really loses it?
I've seen him. He made me laugh. They did do a couple of hangouts, didn't they? They were hilarious to watch.
Yeah, that was for the pre-hangouts for the monkey meat.
Yeah.
Potato.
But that I tell you what, I mean, certain ones. One of his videos, or was it Rudder's video?
It was Rudders if you're
It was
talking about
Rudder's
the
video, wasn't it? Because he was filming him.
Yeah, it's the side stand.
No, on about the one where they're in the garage and Rudder goes, your camera's upside down.
Yeah, it's like,
What? Your camera's upside down. I know it's fucking upside down. Well, it'll film upside down, won't it? He's like, no, it fucking turns it round, doesn't it, you cunt? I don't know. It was almost
and you've
like...
got to tell him, don't ever say you're Essex, because he's not Essex, he's London.
I'm not a fucking Essex, but I'm a fucking Londoner.
I'm a London. You're fucking not.
Landon.
I took the piss because he wears a Bluetooth, because he's
Oh, no, he don't.
of industry.
SA. The Bluetooth.
Bluetooth headsets are so 90s.
Yeah, but he wears it and he looks like your dad that's just discovered it. Like, it's so cool.
Oh my god, I can hear you in my ear.
You can have hands free in your van, or you can pick up the phone.
Yeah.
To be fair, I would rather have those gloves
Yeah, I've looked at them.
with the actual thing like that. You get a
Hello,
proper
I'm
thing.
not
Because, like, yeah, I look a dick, but at least I know I look a dick. I'm doing it on purpose, you know? It's
Yeah,
like
Mum will
I'm
be
showing
home soon. The
everybody.
UFO's going to abduct me, and then we're going to go out for pizza, and I'll be back home. Yeah, people are staring at me. I know.
Can you actually get gloves with a earpiece and a mic in the...
Yeah,
They're awesome.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
the only thing I wanted, I know it's stupid to want it, but I says, is that ridiculous to have it like that? I says, I wanted a little aerial that you had to pull out the thumb.
I could make that happen.
And I would obviously have the ringtune of... Oh dear.
Scary.
They've got a 500 gig SSD card for Christmas. 500 gig? Oh, sorry, SSD, yeah.
That's a solid state drive.
Yeah. Hold on a minute.
He's looking at his little dongle and he's going, how the fuck did they fit?
Yeah, where did I put this? No, yeah, well, he had that before Christmas. You did a video about this before Christmas, I'm sure you did now. Because I talked him through it. Well, I didn't talk to him through it. I left a comment on it saying that I'd gone through the same thing. The software knits them together and molds it over so simple. It's really easy to understand.
A camera can't record on one of those, though, can it? Because it's too big.
No, he was on about for his computer.
It's a solid state drive, Andy.
Hard drive.
It's not a hard drive, but it's a solid one.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was thinking of the flipping SD card.
Iggy and Andy are both pitched to the same level. They're just like, words are blending together.
Now, to be fair, when I did the video the other day and I just needed words,
For
all I had then was coffee, you know?
And not much of it, then. Looks
And
like.
it was like, trying to think of the word dongle or
USB.
USB drive I was thinking of, but I couldn't anything. It was just like
If in doubt, say boo.
Shut up!
Yeah, that PC that I made, the one that's down here now, that's all solid state. Got a terabyte second drive and a 200 gigabyte software, like system drive. It's awesome. Just boots up instantly.
I want to know who my secret Santa was.
That bloody wasn't me.
Well, I'm still watching the videos. I've only seen two. I've just been sat at the loop lately. I don't know what the hell's going on.
If you go on to Benny Boy Bites,
Guys, I've seen that one.
yeah, if you go onto his channel, he's created a playlist for him.
Right, I'll have to watch them. I'm so out of date at the moment. It's like, you know.
I got this is mine. I got this.
Yeah, I saw you got the Willy Warmer.
Yeah, the Willy Warmer. What worries me about it is it says saucy, seasonal or fun. One size fits most.
You're looking like it's going to fall off.
Well, I'm thinking to myself, it might have these little bits for your bollocks, but there's no way that's going to fit.
I'm just thinking that's going to be.
It's definitely going to fall off. It shrinks in the cold.
Yeah, do a hot wash on it and then skeg it and put it in a tumble dryer. It'll fit then.
Yeah, Mr. B can wear it as a jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 49 years old. I need bigger ones of these.
Yeah. Just use a couple of bubble apps.
Yeah.
And I got a hand-knitted scarf, a snood.
That thing just looked weird. I was like, what the hell is that?
It's these modern styles, isn't it? Trying to figure out what they are.
I thought it was a fucking wizard sleeve.
When you get a moment, Skate, look in your Skype inbox, mate.
I think that's a totally different thing, actually, a wizard sleeve.
It was just like, looks like a wizard's cut his sleeve off.
Have you seen the weather for tomorrow, Richard?
No.
It's not good, mate.
Oh, okay. It won't be that far then.
Today we actually got up to 14 degrees today.
I'm thinking as well, I was blinking working today, wasn't I?
It was just fucking windy as hell. It was that windy they closed the Humber Bridge.
Everyone was on Facebook, weren't they, going, I don't know whether it's raining or it's just fucking windy.
I tell you what, it's funny going over the Severn Bridge. That was interesting.
Hold on. Bex has joined us.
Bex.
Bex said it wasn't me. Am I doing these questions the wrong way around again?
No, she's saying it wasn't you, Secret Santa. Wait, she was in it? What the hell wasn't I told?
It's nice to see. If you were subscribed to, you would know that she'd done a Secret Santa.
Right. By the way, can you please stop calling me Richard? I'm only called Richard when I'm in this shit.
I know, I keep thinking Richard.
Stinky.
Rick or Stinky's fine, but not.
It's as bad as saying Andy and calling Mr. B Andy when Suffolk Andy's in there. The other Andy's in here. It's like, fuck's sake.
That's why normally, if Suffolk Andy's in here, I normally say Mr. B, because otherwise Andy just answers.
Well, I don't call you Colin, do I?
You can call me cunt or bastard, that's fine.
Don't call me cunt. I'm not fucking Essex.
It's my Christmas present.
I got some gloves as well, actually. Where did she?
Yeah, but they're Andy's wank gloves.
No.
These are marigolds, but we're not even going there.
What exactly are they?
Heated gloves.
Heated gloves.
Heated gloves, you wuss.
Well, they're going inside. What do you want about, you wuss? They're better than blooming heated handlebars.
I don't have any heated anything.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, but when you get...
In the winter, you just pray for all the lights to. In the winter, you just pray for all the lights to be on red, so you can stop and stick your hand over your engine.
Oh yeah, and then when they change, you're like, "Fuck."
What's all over the engine? Oh yeah, my gloves.
I've actually got some muffs somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bike muffs.
Well, we'll assume that Bex saying it wasn't me was the Willy Warmer, but she didn't say, well, actually, was it the Willy Warmer, or was it the? Oh no, hold on a minute.
Whoa.
Because Emma's gift said my wife knitted this, and Bex is not a lesbian, so it wasn't her wife.
Since when did Bex have 2 YouTube channels?
Why? She always had 2 YouTube channels.
Then why was I not told I was subscribed to the other one that's got her eyeball in it?
Oh, gosh, that's just you, innit?
Pretty.
What about the eyeball one?
One's for drawing, one's for vlogging.
Oh, well, she's got another subscriber now.
You are so...
No, she's just got a stalker.
No.
Is Tiff
Not
gone
yet.
home? Tiff gone home?
Huh? Yeah, Tiff's gone home.
Yeah, you see, that's why.
No.
We'll watch this when she gets home.
Wasn't it Bex's birthday a few days ago as well?
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Skype told me. I'm not stalking her. Skype told me.
You know, every time Bex joins us, we all go, "Hi, Bex," and I expect to see a deer running across or something like that. with sound effects. Right. Select some questions, quick, get them out of the way. Nobody asks a question, all of a sudden they all come up once. Have you not seen Vic Chaz? I bet.
I think that was
Have you not seen what?
I think it's her Vid.
I've seen her. Oh no, Vid. Oh, okay. I was going to say something
Have you
else.
not seen her Vid Chaz?
I was going to say something else. I haven't seen that just yet. But no, I haven't seen her.
He's hoping to.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
Yeah, she's never coming out on the ride out to meet you ever again, Chaz.
Oh, but she's coming monkey meat.
It'd be nice to see her at the Monkey Meet. I'm on about doing a ride out to probably Unstanton or somewhere like that. I don't know. Are we still doing the Lincoln one round about March, April time?
What, Lincoln Relived?
Yeah.
I'll probably come along to that one again. It's a bit of a trek, but I don't mind.
Where's that one too?
Well, the one we did last year, we all met up at Lincoln and went through to Willingham Woods. I mean,
No, I missed that one.
somewhere else or whatever.
Working. Yeah, I was working that one.
That's right. So anyway,
Yeah, that was...
Bex says it wasn't there for either of my prezzies. I obviously know who I got. It's like people are saying, "Oh no, you're not supposed to say who it was," and it's like, well, to be fair, the majority, well, some of them actually stuck a sticker in there, like Benny Boy Black stuck a sticker in there. So everybody knew who that was from. Kev stuck a sticker in his, so they knew who it was from. I'm like, well, it's pointless having secrets now, isn't it? You know.
I still haven't got one of Kev's stickers.
So I'll tell you what, I'll let you know who I did it, and if he finds out through this route, then at least we'll know who watches them. Yeah. I got Feverish Ferrets and I'm not going to spoil what it is, because if you've watched the video, you know, and if you haven't watched the video, go and watch the video. But yeah, I watched Feverish. I sent Feverish Ferret is Secret Santa, and Mrs. Skeggy sent Spiky Biker is.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what, one of them, Pom Biker had a good one. He had a good prezi. Bex had an awesome one.
It wasn't for me.
Yeah, I think she was probably, when she saw the shape of it, she probably thought, "Oh God, I know who this is from, the Stalker."
What?
Have you seen the shape of the prezi?
No.
No. You're trying to watch it now, aren't you?
No, I'm trying to do stuff, but it's not. I don't want that. What's going on?
Yeah, that video happened to pop up and I saw that. Oh my God, talk about milk opening a present. That's a fast forward like forever.
Oh yeah, it went on a while. Have you seen Mass Geordie Blogger's Secret Santa one today?
No, I've not watched
I
much
tell you
of
what,
it.
she owns it, and I'm like, I want that.
She got something
I
good.
saw it. It's like, I want that. I don't know whether it's part of Benny Boy Biker's Secret Santa because it's not appeared in his lineup yet or anything, but it just says Secret Santa. It could be anybody's. Anyway, lol, yeah, Chaz, hee, getting old. iPads.
Really?
I think it says there that Chaz is getting old.
No, she didn't. She said it was her birthday.
No. She says
No.
it's
Piss
not.
off, Skaggy. Piss off, Skaggy.
Read it.
In fact, I have reason to believe that she's only 1 year younger than me.
What?
So fuck you, Skaggy.
What, you're saying she's what, 26?
I think I am. I don't know.
Well, it did tell you on Facebook how old she was.
Where?
When it sent you the thing through to tell you how old she was.
That was on Skype.
Oh no, they come through on Facebook.
That's because she's probably friends with you.
Oh, and you got no friends there.
Fuck you, Skaggy.
Bex88, my giveaway clue is someone who uploaded the vid today. There you go.
Oh, it's definitely not fucking me, is it?
The only person that uploaded the video today was, as far as I know, was Maz. And if it was Maz, then it was either because for some reason she had 2 Secret Santa things. This is what confused me. It's like it's the second one just come through today, and she had some with Pixie, some decals with Pixie, which is a bite called Pixie.
Oh, I was going to say, hey, what?
Hey?
And then she got a pizza cutter in the shape of a chopper.
I was going to say, I was wondering what she was doing when I was at
And
work.
it was bloody awesome. And I'm like, I want that. But apparently there's some Sainsbury's or something like that. We don't have a Sainsbury's. Sainsbury's sounds too posh a place for me to go in anyway.
Sainsbury's? Oh, don't go near that.
Sainsbury's, in the garden, young chap.
That's like John Lewis. Oh, so expensive.
Peacocks.
Peacocks.
There you go. Just tell it. Bex says there's a chance to have a look at what she got there in hers.
I will later with
Oh.
tissues in dark lit room.
Guess who's just come online on Skype?
Andy.
I just heard a beep beep.
I saw
So-
Mad Max Jazz can't resist on wishing Bex a belated birthday.
Yes.
Like,
That is the meaning for late birthday.
don't read it, she didn't hear you speak.
Yeah, but you were all talking shit! And I thought I'd be clever and load up another thing so I can talk like Richard and everyone else does.
Oh dear. Right, where we got? You also called Kevin Collin. Yeah, that's because I have no such thing as a memory. Memory, brain don't work.
You should know that by now. It's skeggy.
Yeah.
Here for the now.
That's why I was riding down there with like words needed now, please. Just had no idea whatsoever what to talk about. Yeah, Bex sent 2 parcels. Yay! There you go. Well, I'll tell you what.
Cheers, Bex, got
Shut up.
that.
No, that was Bex did them 2 parcels. It was very thoughtful, I thought, especially the decals. Very, very thoughtful. Nicely well done as well.
Yes,
Except for you sent it to the wrong fucking person.
Yeah. Think you wanted them for Pixie. Just in case.
Hiya, mate.
Stinky's missus is called Pixie.
Yeah, you got decals of Pixie, yeah? Oh.
Right, Joshua. Oh, it's just a back click on it, and Chaz puts thanks. Oh, Bex puts thanks, Chaz.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so Joshua says my other YouTube channel is named Christopher Bill, and I'm named after my cousin. How interesting.
Okay.
What is your name, Joshua Mintman?
Minint.
Manintinet.
Minint.
Man,
Manet. Manoir. Sheep. Bah.
Did you just call him a twat? I said what? I thought you called him a twat.
Fucking call me a twat. It's Mr. Twat to you.
Oh, Mr. Twat.
Tiffany.
All in all buildings. program called? The Mighty Boosh.
Oh, that's
Super Dandy.
Hey, so
Happy New
hey,
Year, Andy.
How you going on, buddy?
Yeah, I'm pissed. I'm
I
alright
was
though.
going to say.
It's
I
all
only
right,
got full.
You managed to find the button to switch the computer on. We're happy.
Well, I'm on my laptop, so that's the easiest thing to do. But yeah, I'm fucking knackered, mate.
awesome.
Was
But
you,
who gives a fuck?
yeah, was you serving or drinking?
I was drinking, sir. Yes,
Good man.
yes, all night.
Good man.
Yes, I've had a good.
Behind the bar.
No.
I'm
No,
the
no.
You actually had a day off.
I was the customer side of the bar all night. Yes. The quenting of Sam Smith's bitter and plenty of gin and teas as well.
Oh, you posh person, you.
I know I can't help it. It's because I come from Suffolk. And if you notice, most of the wealth of the country is from Suffolk. And us rich bastards who look down on you sort of people all live in Suffolk, as you know. So,
No,
yeah.
what the fuck do I live in Suffolk?
Except for that little troll you've got there. I think they call him a little troll. I don't know what his name is. I don't know. He's something like a piece of thing on your shoe, but we don't take that as them sort of people.
Jazz.
Oh, Chaz! Is that Chaz? Is it? Hello, Chaz.
Hello, space.
All right, mate. No,
How
I'm
you
fine
live?
actually. I've had a few beers, but I'm fine. Had an absolute crap Christmas and New Year.
That's because we're in Suffolk.
No, started off with boy flu, didn't I?
Oh,
Went on to man flu, and spent Christmas bloody day in bed. Fucking crap.
A good one starts Christmas Day in bed.
Oh no, I went back to bed. I was that ill. And tonight, really, tonight is the first time I've been out all over Christmas. That's been crap, I tell you. It really
You
is.
started to get pissed.
Oh, crap, mate, honestly.
well, if it makes you feel any better, Andy, Bandit Nev's wishing you a happy New Year.
It
Oh,
is
is
40
he?
degrees.
He did the
Oh,
QA. If you've not opened the QA yet, I don't know whether you've got the knowledge to do that, but he's wishing you happy New Year in there, buddy.
is he? He's a fucking wonderful fella, isn't he?
And we've got Fancy Bandit, says, hey, Andy.
Hello, mate. Oh. I can't remember the last time. I think the last time I got on a bike was about a week or 2 weeks before bloody Christmas. That's so long since I've been on a friggin' bike.
Yeah,
But,
mine
That
was
was the Harley, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think the last vlog I put up was the last time I actually sat on a bike. I think if I sat on one now, I think I'd bloody die. I think.
Maybe because you said that the battery were flat, and then next thing you know, you're riding the Harley, and I'm like, it's just the battery.
I had to get a new battery. But that's the last time I've seen them before Christmas. I even looked at the bloody things. So, oh, terrible, mate! I tell you, boy flu is so bad, isn't it?
I don't know. I've always gone straight to man flu, mate.
Oh no, I started with boy flu, then I went to man flu, and then that was it. I had proper flu. Let's say it's been down the pub tonight. Good night.
Well, then, even Bex88 says, hello, Andy.
Hello, Bex. Go. You're right. I had a bit of luck tonight. I won 4 cans of beer and a tenner on the pub card, so I'm happy.
You didn't bring 4 cans of beer back home with you, did you?
I have, yeah. They're sitting there. Bombardier, they call it.
Oh yeah, I know Bombardier.
Bombardier, it's a good point, that.
Yeah, well, I've got 4 of them little cans in there now.
Awesome.
I had that, what was that one I had in the fridge? It's quite nice, that, no, it's gone now.
Was it Vicar of Dibley?
Bishop's finger.
Oh, no.
actually Hobgoblin's quite nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I like Hobgoblin, that's alright.
Speckled hen's
Yeah,
nice
Hobgoblin's
as well. You can't beat Old Thumper. That's the best one.
Oh, no.
It sounds like a fucking Disney film.
Yeah, we are Baby Sham.
That's Bambi.
So,
yeah.
so did all you boys get everything you wanted for Christmas?
No.
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 I didn't ask for anything, and I got things, so I was more than happy.
No, I'm still married, Andy. Sorry.
Oh, sorry to hear that, mate. Sorry to hear that tragedy. You know, there's always a
I'm glad
pantomime
I've got a
after Christmas,
headset on.
isn't there?
Richard's
Richard's
going to trap me around the head.
Don't
Richard's
worry,
going to be on the news tomorrow.
for comments like that.
Maria?
There's always a pantomime after Christmas, mate. So you'll be all right.
Come here a minute, darling.
Oh,
This has been recorded. Andy's just said, hang on, put the headset on. Okay.
Hang on, make sure you tell her which Andy.
yeah.
Suffolk,
Tell
Andy.
her, tell her I'm pissed as well. What did he say?
What's that? What?
He's having a secret conversation.
Who is?
But their Christmas pantomime.
I'm just waiting for a club or something to hear across it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he wasn't.
I've just pulled my microphone lead out.
Is Richard...
Yeah, he's properly broke it now.
Rick. It's broke.
What it is, right, Pixie stood on the lead.
Yeah, that's Pixie going off fucking teach you, say I'm still married.
Hang on.
You're not making your squawk.
Skeggy, select Stinky, right, and we can voice over what we think he's saying.
There you go then. He's selected.
Right, now if I just close this porn channel down.
Rick, she's behind you.
Oh, no, she's not.
Yes, she is.
She is.
Rick, she's behind you. In the doorway.
He sounds like a monster, isn't he?
Stinky, she's over your right shoulder and she's going to get you. Any minute now, you're going to get a frying pan round her head, mate.
She's got her hands on her lips as well. She's not happy.
Come in.
Not happy. He's probably saying to you, I have to tell you this. If things don't improve, you're out the fucking door, you bitch.
I want to know, where's his wrinkles gone? He had wrinkles at the beginning of this, didn't he?
He said Botox, mate.
He's got a new face cream.
Yeah, he's got Botox.
You know why he's got no wrinkles now? Now he's got it all open, he's got
What
no
was that to? It's like, fucking fuck you.
I thought I knew he was going to be doing a voiceover for him, but he's not moved his lips yet to make sure.
I know, he's trying not to. Hang on, he's typing. I'll tell you what he's typing. Right, you
Fuck that knob.
are going to...
No, it's come up.
You're fucking kidding me.
Second thing is put. Oh dear.
Is it plugged in, Skeggy? Sorry.
Ray, you want to borrow this one?
Have you plugged it in?
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Oh.
Have you tried turning her off and on again, Richard?
Hey, what we want? Can you get one of those signers off the BBC to sit in the bottom corner of your window?
Have you ever seen them listening to music and rap, and they're sitting there going, I can't believe it.
It'll be in the bottom of his window, it'll be going,
Fucking fuck you.
I think what...
I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing right, Rick. But we've got 10 viewers now. Now you've been.
We've got IT support in now. IT support.
The supervisor's here.
That's it. He's got headphones on, so Pixie's going. I don't know what the fucking hell is wrong with this fucking thing.
Andy, Suffolk Andy, stop looking down her top.
I'm trying my best, mate. As you can see, look.
Just check the power cable underneath the table, Pixie. That's what you want to do.
He's like, oh, fuck it.
Oh, there you go. Nearly.
Nearly.
This is entertaining, isn't it?
Suffolk Andy, stop staring down her blouse.
I'm not anymore.
She's like, I don't mind. I'll leave you to it, dear.
Oh, he's had to switch it on and off again.
What has he done?
He's pressed the power button.
Women have power buttons?
Right, Joshua, I'll leave it up anybody else if they want to check out your channel, buddy, but we're motorbloggers and not really interested in trombones unless anybody here has got a secret trombone fetish that we don't know.
Well, I used to have a trombone when I was younger.
Did you?
Yeah, I used to play with it all the time, but I used to get so red and hot. So, what I've done now is actually think about something else now. And it doesn't get so red and hot now. Yeah.
I tried the trombone when I was at school, but I was shit.
Was you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rubbish. I was better at riding bikes.
According to this, Christopher Bill, if this is the Christopher Bill that's talking to us, there's no way he's 13 years old, unless he's put the wrong picture up. And there are 64,372 subscribers.
Bloody hell.
So that's, if it's that one, well done.
Well done, son.
Well done, mate.
I suppose 65 million people would like to see you play with your trombone, I suppose.
That's it.
Yeah, public performance.
We've got here, talking about singers. Oh, signers. See, hold on.
It says singers.
No, it says, see, it's not my glasses. It's
Oh no, there's an N missing the first time. No, it's definitely singing. No, sign.
signers.
Yeah.
Singers. Talking about signers, did you see the block that was signing at Nelson Mandela's funeral?
Yes, we did. The one that couldn't sign for toffee.
No.
It looked like he was directing traffic. It was.
When did you put him up? When? What? Eh? When?
There's this signer. There's it's a black guy.
Ah, see it, Andy.
Yeah, and he basically pretends to be a signer, and I don't know how he got into the position, but basically he can't sign for toffee. And all of the deaf people are saying, "What on earth is this guy doing?" But he seems to kind of get away with it. But he's just doing nonsense stuff.
He was terrible.
It's such really big events. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to tell you a quick story about a deaf and dumb person. And I'm not being horrible here at all. But when I was younger, my first wife, her sister, was married to a dumb bloke whose name was John. And they had to come and live with me, with us for a year or so to get some money for a flat. And my favourite trick was when he used to be doing the hoover and I used to turn the plug off. And he used to go all over the fucking floor thinking he's fucking hoovering, and I was sitting in the chair going and then he'd turn round to me and go, "You fucking bastard," like that, because they don't he went, "You fucking bastard," and he used to come and turn the fucking thing on, and I used to do it all the time. I used to find it so funny. I couldn't help myself. That was cruel.
There's one on YouTube at the moment, Andy, where I think it's his mum's got MP3 player in, something like that, and she's pushing backwards and forwards, and he's stood there recording, and he just holds the plug up in his hand as though say she's doing that. I've got the plug here; it's not even plugged in. MP3 player is doing that. I think the best story I've got along them lines was Emma tried hoovering up one day when I was watching Formula One. And I just went to a carving knife, just cut straight through the cable, and then handed her the plug, and went, "Not why Formula One's on." It's just like.
I used to love that. He used to say to me, "You fucking bastard," but I couldn't help doing that. It was just one of the things you had to do. It weren't nasty, but
Yeah.
I don't know. One of them stories.
All sounds good to me.
Yeah, weren't no harm in it.
Well, we've got no Keith, by the way, tonight, because he's having a little bit of poo-tang at his girlfriend's house.
He's having a little what?
Bit of poo-tang.
Oh, right.
Now he's getting his end away.
I did see his vlog on today because I haven't actually been able to watch any for the last 5 to 6 days. I've been too ill. But I actually looked at the food today and I did watch his Hard Knock Pass one.
All right, it's a good one.
Yeah. The trouble is, he done the Hard Knock Pass, which is brilliant. But if he'd have done it, one of the other guys who watched it said if he'd have done it the other way round,
yeah,
he'd find it a bit harder. But that was brilliant. I really enjoyed that, I must admit. Yeah.
Scott, let the doggy out.
I'll tell you what, I still challenge anyone to do that hill that I come across in fucking Wales with Mrs. B on the back.
The hard not pass though, Andy, is something else, mate. It's just a very short but very sweet bit of road. Oh, Royce. Yeah.
Andy, I've come up that hill you're talking about.
What, that Ford Penelec?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I must admit, I must admit I was marching and I had a £56 pack on my back.
You went on a bike then?
No.
Wow, that must have been hard work.
Marching in full camo gear with all the bloody webbing on and everything. Full
That
kit.
must have been a killer.
Oh, nightmare, mate. I don't think I've ever tried to walk with my ankles bent forwards like that for so long.
Yeah.
It's just so steep. You try to walk on the balls of your feet with the weight of the webbing and, you know, the extra packing and everything. So fucking hard. They're unbelievable.
You just can't believe how steep it is. I don't even know how they managed to put tarmac on it.
You'd expect it to run off.
Ridiculous. It is ridiculous. You have to see it.
That's probably why it's not concreted.
Yeah.
You'd just end up with lumps of it everywhere, wouldn't you?
Mm. But yeah, that is one mental road.
Joshua's just said he's 18. He's not 13. He's 18.
I don't feel so bad about saying boobs now.
Yeah.
No.
Vagina.
Pardon? Skunk's back. What's he done? What's he up to?
I think he's rebooted.
He's rebooted. Now look.
Hey.
Hey, we've got sound.
Hey, my man.
Actually in college, he says. I'm assuming that'll be music college.
No,
I should imagine so if he's playing with his trombone every day.
No, I was saying to them.
I'm just going to let this black bastard in.
Hang on, Fix is going to speak.
Speech, come on.
Speech.
Speech, come on.
Everybody, did you get what you wanted for Christmas?
Speech.
No, I'm still married.
Oh, you
behind me.
cheeky sod. Well, it can be arranged, you know.
Hey?
He said, oh,
His funeral, I think.
no, somebody said, what did you get for Christmas? Or did you get what you wanted? And he said, no, I'm still married.
Yeah, but we're surprised he's still sat there like that, still breathing.
Yeah.
He's not
Oh,
asking me bollocks or anything.
Pixie, what's your right hook like?
I was up,
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
it'd be a left up from where she's standing, but I was quite expecting the frying pan coming round his tabs any minute. I
I'm
mean,
too bloody lazy to go and get it.
I must admit, Pixie, it's something we'd love to see. It's a brilliant viewing.
Like Tom and Jerry.
What? Hitting him round the head with a frying pan.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. That'll go viral.
Ripping his balls off would even be better.
Trust you, Andy. Trust you.
Yeah, that would go viral if you ripped his balls off. Hold him in your hand and show him to everybody.
Just before she's gone now, I was going to say, what's that penis and ball shaped thing that's hanging behind you with dog leads on?
It's a cup.
Oh, this?
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Frying pan.
And make it work.
Boom.
Oh, sorry.
It's when the shit hits the fan.
Oh, hang on. They're getting the bondage gear out.
That's easy.
Oh my God, they really have got bondage gear.
Well, no, I think
You
actually,
got shot, Andy.
I think what they've actually got is called a dog. But,
And he's sitting there going, oh, bear? Fucking
right,
hell.
I think now we've got Pensy Bandit and Nev talking to each other now, because Pensy Bandit says, "Have a good one, Nev," because Nev's had to go. He says, "Have a great one, fellas. I have to shower as it's the first Saturday of the month."
Understand that.
Look, I've got to have a show. I've got to run the bike. I haven't had one for a year.
I'm pissed.
What does that mean? You have a shower?
I've had a
just
shower
pissed.
for a year. No matter.
What's this? Could you check out my videos of Christopher's bill
Bill,
and watch
Don't Stop Me Now.
Don't Stop Me Now.
Actually, it's I would imagine it's one of the soundtracks that you could get away with quite easy on that. It is.
It is.
Oh, I wish you could tell what number it was. It's a lot easier to search for a video number or a day number.
What is it? Don't Watch Me Now.
Don't Stop Me Now. Don't watch me, don't watch me now. I'm playing, so. Oh, here we go. No. Got Thriller.
Why don't you just post a link into the post a link up and
That
just
would
click
be
the
much
link?
easier, Joshua, if you posted a link to the actual video into the questions. Then anybody who follows the video afterwards, they'll be able to watch it the same.
True.
Because I can't find it anywhere, although I'm searching. Like Del Shannon I am. No. Can't find it. Ooh,
Well,
it's
message
got
says
China
to me,
Cracker
right,
again.
can't find
Nutcracker. Ave Maria. I can't stand half of these songs.
Hey, Andy, while Skeggy's searching for trombone playing, do you know they're doing a Shaun the Sheep movie soon?
The new one, yeah.
Yeah?
Are they?
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's still locked up in his basement.
I reckon Andy's going to be there in the back row.
Probably will. I'll probably be in charge of the sheep, I reckon.
We're back on the forest fires again, aren't we?
Yeah, I'll probably be the sheep herder at the back. The sheep
The
them in
sheep
afterwards.
fluffer.
Yeah, I reckon. I don't know. Like I say, you've 70 sheep in Suffolk is unbelievable, but other parts of the country there's even more, aren't they?
That's
You
right.
know,
Yeah. You could be like the stallion.
What, down at Barla or up at Barla in Wales?
Oh, Wales have got so many sheep. They don't know what to do with them, do they? Same in Scotland, aren't they? They're everywhere. Even Wide Biker stopped his bike a couple of times and mounted a couple of sheep. I did notice that, and that went on the hard knock pass. He got off and mounted a couple of sheep before he finished the fucking vid. I thought that was fucking good of him. Really? Did you notice they had a green mark on them? If you notice, they've got different colours on their backs, haven't they? You get like yellow, green, red. That means if they're being used. So you can always pick out a nice new one. If you want something a little bit looser, go for the red ones.
A little bit looser.
A little bit looser, yeah. It means that plenty of Welsh are being around the Scotch and like that.
That just sounds so wrong.
Well, it is wrong. It's wrong, son. But you should know these things. You know, these things have to be talked about amongst men. And so I go for a yellow one. Okay, go for a yellow one.
So, if you don't mind me asking, you know all these tups, they wear the dye on the chest so that the farmer knows which one's marked them. What colour's your dye?
My dye, I'm a sort of.
He uses white dye.
Yeah, I do. Because I'm sneaky, you see. We sneak in. Suffolk, we sneak in.
But it shows up if you put an ultraviolet light over it.
It does, yes. Or any blood stains as well.
Yeah.
That's really bad. I've posted a.
That's really bad.
I've posted a link in the chat.
No, you make me cough now. I've got to go.
Oh dear.
That's your fault, Sticky. You made him cough.
I know. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
I'll let you do it in your own time. I have to fast forward.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's not everybody's cup of tea, so I'm going to let them check that out in their own time.
Sounds like the Salvation Army.
They always do, don't they? Bloody, what do you call it? It's trombones and things.
You mean Toblerones?
I've got
Trombones, that's it. Right.
Just don't stop me now on trombone. Okay.
I don't know where you are, so I couldn't stop you anyway.
Just press the cross button.
Perhaps he's gone past the point where he can't be stopped anyway.
Yeah.
He's probably on the point of no return.
Like relentless.
It's like,
Are you
you
drinking
get the
your
point
water?
now, you get yourself, when you get the point of no return, there's nothing you can do, is there?
Yeah, it's like the Event Horizon.
Yeah. You just have to just go with it, don't you?
Yeah.
You do.
Just
Andy,
gone too far.
Mr. B, Andy,
Yes.
how come it says like a boss on your screen?
Yeah.
Is that permanently there, or is it something you did before you joined us?
It's this sign that I've got hanging up in the room.
Actually,
No, it's on my control thingy. What's it?
Or you could pop it back. Well, I know you've had it there in the past. I was just surprised to see it there this time.
Yeah. I'll take off you. There you got it.
Funny, when you take it off, you get bigger.
Yeah,
Hey!
that's what usually happens, Skaggy.
that's what I asked you, Smandy. You know when you did that green screen thing a while ago,
Yeah.
what did you actually use for it, out of interest?
Just some green material that I got from the tailor shop from the market thing.
Okay.
As long as you get enough lighting on it, it should help. It should
Yeah.
work.
The thing is getting enough light onto it, but
I'm sure there's no creases in it.
well, yeah. But the key thing is trying to get an even light on it. Otherwise, it gets quite hard to try and get all of it, properly illuminated. But yeah, you go like to tailor shops where they got cloth on rolls.
Yeah. Yeah. Look,
I just went there and I looked, and there's some green stuff, and it was the perfect colour. And I said, right, I'll have some of that, please.
You
And it
know,
cost me-
Some green stuff, and it was the perfect colour.
yeah. It cost me,
that's sort of what a drug you mix.
Yeah. Or they had some green stuff, and it was the perfect shade.
So that was 11 quid, and then I just, for the material, 11 quid for the material, and then I just used a goalpost stand. You do DJ, you know what I'm talking about. Nod. Goalposts for lights. Is he frozen?
Yeah, he had actually, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm about, the lights goalposts that you put your lights on. If you're DJing.
Yeah. So
Just
I
hang it from that.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah.
So I was looking. Well, we've got to paint our sun lounge at some point. Well, I've got to paint our sun lounge, should I say? And I've got some green paint out there, and I was thinking about just painting the wall for the time, and then I'm gonna play myself when I get a chance. But yeah, I just wondered what you used because it looked really good when I saw it. So.
Yeah, it's just a green cloth basically that's hanging down from a goalpost. But any strong colour that's like blue is where you can do, can't you?
I've
I
seen
thought-
yellow
I
ones
thought
as
it
well.
had to be green. I just assumed it had to be green.
No, it's any colour because I don't know how much. Well, I do sometimes spend quite a bit of time editing my videos. But you can do this thing where you can do the filter. I can't remember what it's called now. It's some particular thing, chroma or something.
Chroma key.
Yeah, that's it. And what the chroma key is, it's the thing that you want to be invisible.
All
Yeah,
right.
the colour.
So if I click on the green screen at the back and say I want that to be invisible, you can feather it so it'll get the different shades. But pretty much anything that's green, you can turn invisible, and then you can put a video behind it, and then you get the whole effect.
You can try it out with Google Hangouts on here with that background thing. If you've got some green cloth in the background, it works much better.
Yeah, it's still not great though. But
No.
You can. I think somebody was saying you can actually use if you use a bright yellow as well. That's going to be quite good, apparently.
yeah, anything, any colour, because when you do the chroma key, you just say, right, this colour, I want it to be see-through. It's just that green and blue are things that most people don't wear as much of in terms of that particular bright shade. In fact, I've got the cloth here somewhere.
I know you're up to something there at the moment, but Weggy's joining in the conversation. He's just sent me a thing through on Skype for Andy. So while you're doing that, I'm just going to post it in the chat line for you, Andy.
Who's that, me or?
No, sorry, Suffolk Andy.
Right. That's it there.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Just cloth.
Yeah, I would have thought it. You know, I mean, it looks obviously with the light on it, it looked lighter. But I don't know whether it's just because I'm bloody terribly colourblind or what. But the greens, I don't know. Green's a funny colour for me. You know, I don't know whether it's a colourblind thing or not. A lot of things I watch on television, strobe.
Right.
You know, I mean, they always say that there's certain like news presenters and things. They'll come on with a fucking jacket or something like that, and it's strobe.
Right. Yeah.
But I seem to suffer when I'm watching, you know, professional videos, films, or whatever, and I'll still see that strobing quite often, and I wondered if that's a colourblind thing or not. You know.
You get it when people wear stripy jackets.
Yeah. I wish Richard had joined us tonight, actually, Carl Micah, because I had a video question that I'd asked him, and he'd given me an answer that I wanted to ask him face to face, so to speak. It was something he'd done about the problem I'd have was putting a picture on and making the background translucent, so just the picture at the front. And the way he did it on his, it's not the same in my video editor, so I couldn't do it in that. And I've tried about different things here, there, and everywhere, and I've been bugging to find out. He said something about PNG, but it's quite awkward to do. I mean, the picture as a PNG. This allows alpha transparency, which means you can set the level of transparency for every pixel if you want. Done right, it means you can have some completely transparent bits and some semi-transparent, giving it really smooth edges to your logo, because I was on about the logo. And I was there at it for hours and hours and hours, and in the end I went, oh, fuck off, just deleted the lot.
Well, you know my sticker that I made?
Yeah.
That was done with a similar idea to the green screen, because all I did was when I actually got the skunk and put him on the bike, I actually made a green surround and then put the bike on the green background and just clicked all the green out and then moved the image around.
All right.
That's all. It's a similar principle that I used for Photoshop. That was all I did. I just wondered how he did it actually, because when I saw it, I thought, "Fucking hell, how you do that?"
Yeah. Some of them was quite awkward. What we've got here? We've got one from Pedsy Band. It says, "When I worked in media, we used bright blue. That was easier to light evenly." Mr. B, Chrome Key casting.
Casting, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a clever thing to do, and it just gives you a bit more choice in what you might want to have in the background, as opposed to your flipping house, basically.
Yeah. By the way, that Christmas tree needs to disappear.
Huh?
So what?
You, Mr. B, Christmas tree in the background. It's not Christmas no more. Fuck it off. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm hoping. I'm moving because we're decorating rooms and stuff. I'm moving the computer into another room, and I'm hoping to have more of a studio up there when I get round to it. But it's just. I'm glad you can't see the amount of wood and paint pots and stuff littering this place at the moment. It looks like Steptoe's backyard.
I don't know whether it's just my screen at the moment or whether you're suffering with a bad signal, Richard. But sorry.
Yeah, it is. Everything's going wappy here at the moment.
Every time you speak, the whole screen just goes blank. So I don't know what that is.
It could be because I'm on my wireless at the moment.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. So.
Hey, we've just got 4G. We've just got 4G here now, and the 4G signal is better on my phone than the wireless signal. I couldn't believe it. Did a test on 4G. I was getting 46 meg.
Yeah.
And on the Wi-Fi signal, I was only getting 36. Yeah. If I'm wired, I'm getting 78.
Yeah, well, I'm normally on a wired. I'm normally on wired anyway, but I mean, I've just upgraded the because we're with Virgin, and just upgraded the broadband speed, the internet speed, but it's not come through yet. So I said I've got a load of stuff to do on the PC and reroute it all, and I said I packed it away for about 2 months, the main PC, and of course I load the videos on the cameras onto it, and I'll do them later. Format, oh shit. So never mind. But yeah, I said I've got a load of ideas at the moment. I said I want to do that stinky rap video, and I've got a few tunes we're messing with. So there will be I'll be asking for help. But do you remember the Stutter Rap by Morris Minor and Majors? Do you remember that song?
Yeah.
That's part of it. And do you remember the God, he did The Plasterer years ago. Loads of Money. Yeah, I'm using those sort of tracks and mixing them as well. So, but I've got to be really careful because at the moment YouTube is being really an arse on the copyright laws.
Yeah, they are.
And even on when you're mixing, I mean, I did a video for a friend of mine to show him how to do it, and they actually.
10 seconds.
Hey?
Aren't you allowed 10 seconds?
No, they're cracking down on it. They're on about removing all music videos from YouTube at the moment.
What?
Yeah, they're on about. Apparently, I was reading some of them on about taking music videos off of YouTube.
I bet some of the artists won't be very happy about that.
They're not. They're up in arms about it. And what they're saying is, if you want to watch music videos, because obviously you've got this YouTube downloader, and then what you've got is you've got YouTube to MP3, and you can then like download YouTube or online, convert it to an MP3 file, and then you've got the file for free.
That's right.
What they're on about doing is, if you want to watch music videos on YouTube, you've got to fucking pay the view, and it's the same as Spotify. I mean, it's like Spotify at the moment. I mean, I can download tracks off of Spotify, but the only way I can use it is Audacity, and you actually play it, but record it through a microphone.
Well, have none of you lot had this questionnaire sent through from YouTube?
I
They
haven't.
sent me a questionnaire through asking me my opinion on monetarising YouTube, as in every subscriber you've got would have to pay to subscribe, and then there was various different ways. Do you think it's better to pay for a subscription and then whatever I post up would be free, or do they pay to view per video? And I'm like, well, nobody's going to do any.
No.
You know, because I wouldn't pay to watch a video on YouTube, and I wouldn't pay to subscribe to anybody.
I mean, the thing is that at the moment it's Google, of course, because YouTube's owned by Google now. I mean, you've seen how many bloody ads Google's posting left, right, and centre, and like it's getting. I mean, this is going crazy. I mean, so many. Okay, I had to change my name on Facebook because it wouldn't allow me to have my original, skunk part.
I'm the same, mate.
And it's it's a pain in the arse. But I mean, everybody's getting off of Facebook and YouTube, and they're going to different platforms, and it's all shit.
But they'll all do the same thing, no matter what you do. They'll all end up doing the same thing. I mean, it's like mine. You know, I had Skeggy Cruiser for all that time, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're not allowed that. So I spelt it without the capital letters, and it said, oh, you can have that, and then it let me have it, and it put the capital letters in itself.
Yep.
I'm like, well, okay, that's fine. And the next thing you know, the following day, they sent me another one through saying, oh, we just discovered that, you can have this so long as you send proof that this is actually you.
But even if you do that, even if you send proof that it's you, right? And I tried that with one of my accounts, and I did that, sent proof that it was me, and you have various ways of proving who your identity is. Well, I'm not going to go into them, but you obviously know what they are. I did that, and you know what? It lasted 4 days, and they knocked it back off again. And I mean, it was just like I said, sod this. I cancelled the account because I was getting so much spam, email, and adverts. I mean, you'd be watching a video or watching something or doing something, and next thing I've got my fucking Google advert on it. Like, and you try and block them, but you've got to pay to block the fucking adverts. So I just deleted the fucking thing.
The problem we're having at the moment is like if they do that on Facebook and they decide to say, look, you can't have this name and you can't have that name, and we all decide to say, oh, sorry, I'm not telling you my proper name, I'm not having a Facebook account. It sort of ruins it because of things that we've got organised through there, like the monkey meat and so on. you know, that's on there, and we're all down to meet up, and all the information about it goes through that. It's
I mean,
sort of sticking everybody on like these private forums where you're not going to have a choice but to go to them, because Facebook is just not allowing. It's like everything else, isn't it? It starts off as a social network, and then all of a sudden they want to charge you for it, and everybody goes, "I'm not paying for that. I don't use it enough."
It's like, I mean, originally Skype. I mean, you could actually have 4 or 5 people in Skype and do basically a hangout on a voice thing with video. Then they stopped that, and of course then Google came out, and they're actually trying to stop. They're actually fucking that up as well. So I mean, new sites are opening up all the time, but
you can still do a Skype conference call.
Can you?
And it won't charge you, so long as there's no more than 5 people, I think it is, or 4. I think it's 5 people, including yourself, or something like that.
But they've got this bloody live feed on YouTube now. What the fuck's that about?
I have no idea, mate. Right, okay, we've got. Actually, Andy should be able to answer that. But, the live feed, you looked into it, didn't you, Andy?
Yeah, I've got pin locks, but I didn't know they've started doing UV sensitive ones.
Be good.
I always carry 2 visors anyway if I know I'm going to go from light to dark, when I put my clear visor around my chest, which I've said before in my leather. So, but I didn't know. That's quite good actually. I'd be interested to give them a go.
A reactor light pin lock.
Yeah, go dark when it's sunshine and stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I've never used pin locks. I've always used sunglasses.
No, I've never had pin locks. So
I've got reactor lights anyway, so it's not a problem.
I swear by a pin lock. They're brilliant, I think. Anyway.
Pin locks are the ones we're talking about. The things here that stop your visor steaming up.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
A pair of dark glasses isn't going to stop your visor.
No, it's just I said I've never used it. I mean, I don't know. I just never have.
Oh, they're really good, mate. You might want to try them. It's basically double glazing on your visor, essentially.
It's a marvellous idea. The only thing is, I don't always wear a full face helmet. You know, so therefore you're buggered on that side of things. But
you won't suffer from sleeping up if it's not full face, will you?
No, but I've got I'm not on about that. I'm on about the light to dark. You know, like at the moment, if I'm out of an open face and I've got sunglasses on to stop the sun getting in your eyes and the wind and the bits of shit that get flirted up and everything, then I always make sure that the glasses I'm wearing are not going to allow a stone to penetrate straight through them and so on. You know, they're shatterproof and so on. But also, I've got some that are sealed around the eyes with little vents, and they've also reactor light.
Talking about glasses,
They're like wrap around sunglasses.
talking of glasses, those yellow ones you wore that time, Skeg. What were they like? Are they any good?
They're brilliant.
They make everything really sunny because I put them on. I tried them. They're amazing.
Honestly,
this was at night. This was at night. You used them.
Yeah, they are brilliant. But I tell you what, I mean, on the I let Andy try them on when we went to the Lincoln. We did the Lincoln one.
Yeah.
And it was a bit of a miserable day, really, wasn't it? It was raining and so on, and it just makes everything look like a fucking beautiful day. You're just like, wow, I'm going for a ride in this. So when I set out from mine that morning, I thought, oh, fucking hell, it's miserable. Trust us to organise a motovlogger meet-up on a day when it's pissing it down with rain, you know. And I grabbed hold of them and I stuck them on, and I'm like, yeah, the sun's shining, let's ride.
Yeah.
It's like fucking awesome.
Actually, I mean, you were talking about the pin locks. I really must have to look into it more because obviously I haven't ridden for a week and a half, mainly because of the weather. But yeah. I mean, what I hate most of all is when it's cold. We have a lot of fog down here when I go to the yard, especially at 2 or 3 in the morning, and that's the one thing I hate riding in is fog on a bike. I don't mind snow. I don't unless I like it, but handle snow. But fog, I absolutely detest. I hate fog. I mean, you know that accident a few years ago on the M4, that bad one. I was involved in that, and that shit me up. Yeah, I wasn't majorly. It was just near the end of it. But I mean, you actually see the carnage on the M4 with all those trucks and tankers that set alight, and the amount of said it was horrific. I mean, you see it on TV and you think, oh my God, that's bad, but you actually see it in person, and that was all due to fog, and it freaked me
Just
right
to make
out.
this a little bit easier, what Pedgy Bandit's just stuck up, I'll put the thing he's put in the chat so we can see it. So I don't know whether you know how this works, Peds, but the links that you post up, to you they'll be highlighted as a link, to us they don't show up, so we have to sort of separate it, sort of do a copy and paste, and I've done that into the chat window. We have our own chat window in here, so I've just done that in there so the people in here can just see that, because otherwise they can't find it so easy.
Actually,
universal DIY kits for it.
All right, so that actually allows you to put a pin lock on a visor that isn't a pin lock visor.
That's right, yeah. I actually created my own pin lock years ago with pop rivets, of all things. It was, I mean, I'm talking when pin locks first, I don't know when they first came out, actually, because, I'm talking early 80s. And, we had them then. I think they've improved them a bit though, haven't they? Because now they'll use like a silicone round them, won't they?
There's a silicone steel around it, yeah.
Yeah, well, I tell you what they used to be like. The stuff that you used to put around your windows and around your doors, like a foam.
Draft excluder, yeah.
That's what they used to be like. And they used to, and the trouble was, the condensation sort of got to that, and if you accidentally squished it, it stopped the visor steaming up and everything. But if you squished it, that ran down in between it. It sort of let the water run down in between it, and then you've got to take it all off to clean it and dry it and everything like that. So you still suffered a bit of a pain in the arse job anyway.
I'll take my visor off this, and then you'll be able to see it.
Are they plastic rivets?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take the visor off.
I'm just selecting you, Andy, so that we're on you.
Shit, I can't remember how to take my visor off.
Because I've got one here, well, my old one, and it's got like two small lugs, but I don't know if they were big enough for pin locks. I don't know what they were.
I would imagine if it's got any lugs on there whatsoever, that's what they'll be.
You got. I mean, you see that you've got a little lug.
Oh, we can't see. Nothing's coming up on your screen, Stinky. It's just.
Okay. No worries, mate. I'll forget it.
Right, there's me. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a plastic pin. That's the outside.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
See that plastic pin there that goes right through to the other side. And inside is the actual pin. Like it's just like an extra piece of plastic. And I can take it off if I just.
It just bends out, doesn't it? Because it's quite thin, isn't it? The pin lock itself's quite thin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There you go. That's it.
Yeah. I remember when visors used to be that thick.
So when you so when I said I'm on this. I've got they're very small lugs on the outside. So that will actually should fit on the front of one of these, yes?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it'll be for. Yeah. If you've got these little lugs inside your visor.
That's on the outside of the visor,
Just
not
trying to
inside.
Right, that's the inside there that you can see now.
Yeah.
There's the pin.
How old's your helmet, Stinky? Because some of them did have them on the outside. In fact, I think it's Mr. Husey has got one where the pin lock's on the outside.
I tell you, the best thing to do is when I come up next, I'll show you. You can see me and you can have a look. Because I mean, I've got they both like it, but hang on. But I've never gone into fitting it. So.
What you have to think about as well with pin locks, some pin locks are better for certain bogs you ride. If you're on a cruiser where you're sitting up, a normal standard pin lock will be above your eye level. But if you wear that pin lock when you're on a sport bike, it will be right across your eyes. It is such a nuisance. So if you're on a more drop-down bike, you do have to make sure you get the full pin lock that goes to the top of your visor. Because if you've only got the half pin lock, that will do your head in.
Okay.
I'm assuming they don't. You know, when you lift your visor up, then Andy, does it? You know, because I mean, it's going to be close to your rubber, isn't it? Because you know, to your seal of your visor when you lift it up.
My pin lock goes right to the top of my visor, and I don't get that line across my eyesight.
Anyway, we've got plenty of bandits, but yeah, and they also make them all helmet makes as well. I've got ABG Horizon specific for lid. So I'm assuming that's what you do. You actually buy the right one for your lid, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I use washing up liquid and then polish it out. That helps.
I use some stuff called Rain Away,
Mm-hmm.
and it's quite good actually. It works for, you know, depending on how often you ride. It's, you know, I mean, if I'm riding every day in these conditions, then it'll work for a couple of days, and then you sort of, you know, wash it off and reapply it, and it's fine.
Shaving foam.
Yeah, that helps as well. Another idea we used to do for when in the rain is get a potato, cut it in half.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
That works.
That's the old way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, Reggie with 2Gs, welcome to the little thing we've got going on here. He's put a quick question. Where is the one place in the world you would love to ride and have been... sorry, I'll start again. Quick question. Where is the one place in the world you would love to ride and have you been able to do it?
Well, the only thing I can say is one of the most gorgeous places in the world to ride a motorcycle is the coast road from the top of Yugoslavia right to the bottom till you get to Albania. That is about 600 miles. It is fantastic. The scenery changes all the time. You get to Dubrovnik and places like that. And yes, I have been blessed. I've rid it twice, and that is one of the best places in the world, mate. Easy as that.
Ooh. I think for me, it would. You see, I got let down. I always wanted to. Do Route 66, and I've heard so many rumours about. Well, not necessarily rumours, truths, that it's not what it's cracked up to be. There's only certain parts of it that are actually nice. I mean, for starters, I never actually realised how long Route 66 is.
That's a long way.
When I sat there, when Google Maps came out, and I googled it and sort of looked at it on there, and I'm like, shit, that goes from the east coast to the west coast. That's pretty long. But there's only certain parts of it that are nice to ride, apparently. You know, a lot of it's fairly crap. Yeah, I do have a few places. There's a place in Italy I'd like to ride. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind doing that one that we're on Top Gear, that pass that they did on top, where it snaked up, snaked down the mountain. You know, that looked bloody glorious. That did. And yet the strange thing is, I'd like to go up it, not down it.
There's one place that I'd like to go. Is it Milou? You go across like a span bridge in France above the clouds.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that.
Fantastic.
Is that the one with the biggest expansion bridge?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I'd like to do that, and also we was looking at holidays, me and Betsy, and just somewhere to get away, and was looking at Tenerife. So we was looking at hiring a bike over there and actually having a bimble on a bike for a couple of days as well. You can get them quite cheaply, so I was looking into that idea. Getting a cruiser, say I think it's €135 for 3 days with €100 deposit for the bike. I think it's over there.
Okay.
We was looking for that.
Fred's got it here, the Stelios Pass, the one I was talking about. Yeah.
Give us the links, Skeg.
What about you, Chaz? Any preference?
I just like riding anywhere. I'm the sort of person that likes riding in London.
Yeah, I don't like riding in traffic. It's unnecessary, let's say.
Yeah, but you're on a cruiser, so manoeuvring's a bit, you know.
No, it ain't. Not when you've seen him ride. I can vouch for that.
Yeah, but if you've got really small gaps, you can't really reverse it up, then go through it. And it's a bit awkward. I'm not saying it's impossible, but when you're on a sports bike that's short, you can weave in and out and annoy people.
Hey, I remember at one time of day there was actually talking about banning sports bikes off the roads.
Ah,
And that's not so long ago. They was having that discussion. Yet again, it was France that was starting the bloody talks about it.
bloody French people.
Yeah.
I'd love to know how they were going to define what a sports bike was.
Well, it's a bike with a sports fairing, wasn't it?
Oh, it's his
So
bike.
making bikes go, that's fine.
You know.
I tell you, whenever you know, I mean, okay, I'm only going by what I've seen on the YouTube, because I haven't watched a lot of, because I have been busy. But I'm noticing at the moment a trend that a lot more of the Americans are actually riding more sports bikes and cruisers now. There seem to be a lot more sports bikes going over in the States than the traditional cruisers and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, there just seems to be rather a lot of them, I must admit.
I think because a lot of the youngsters into this. If you watch the style of our vlogging and you look at the style of their vlogging, when that comes to the youngsters over there, it's all wheelies and yip-har and down the road and all that sort of stuff. And that's what's pushing this thing about sport bikes and stuff like that with the American and the youngsters. Let's face it, and this, you know, it would be brutal here, really. You're not going to get a young American kid watch us because we're not wheeling down the road, we're not effing them blind, and we're not talking about CUNT all the time. And that's what they like. And, you know, all hats off to them if that's what they like. And that's why you got this big thing with sport bikes.
Yeah, Andy.
Pardon?
No, they can't
We all like a bit of CUNT.
Well, a little bit of cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they always talk about half the time. And that's why, you know, that's what they like, and that's their culture, and that's the way
It's
they
not
are.
only that, though, is it? It's the supermotos. It's the I'm gonna rebel against the law. I'm gonna fucking wheelie. I'm gonna crash it and act like it was nothing because I'm gonna pretend I'm so rich and it doesn't mean anything to me. Yet when I get home, I'll be like, oh shit, this is gonna cost me a lot of money. It's putting on a big front. It's
their
the
culture.
attitude and
That's
the
where they are.
yeah.
If you get a private message from one of our 8 viewers saying, "Hey, stop talking about me," then we'll know that they were watching.
No, I've got nothing against them as well, because I'll tell you what, some of my favourite moto vloggers are American anyway. But there is one or two over there that they just do my head in, and there's one or two over here, British guys, youngsters, who do my head in. So you know.
I think it's like with me, it depends on what mood I'm in as to what I enjoy.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, carrying on with the question, Mr. B, do you have any preferences? Would you want to ride anywhere in particular, or have you done it?
Anywhere that's got Stella.
Well, I've ridden in Europe, and I must say that the European roads, well, like France, for example, their roads are so much smoother than ours. So that's always good. But as a place and like scenery, I'd be interested in doing something in Australia, possibly. You know, the riding across the States would be good too, but maybe Australia, because everyone wants to do the States. So, but I do like riding in Europe because the roads are so much better and so much smoother.
To be quite honest, I mean, the reason I like the States is twofold. My main reason for liking the States is I'm a bit of a classic car fan, American muscle cars and so on. So I'd be stopping every time I saw someone just to ogle them. You know, I love anything like that.
Yeah, well, all the cars over in the States, I know because I worked out there. What the amount of pickups and that are out there that are like ridiculous size, you know, twin rear wheel, twin rear wheelbase and everything. They look awesome and they sound awesome, but luckily they can afford to run them because the fuel's a lot cheaper.
Well, I got rid of my Yank. I had a 1953 Buick, 5.3 litre Buick, and it was beautiful. But it's the same old thing. It's like it used to get people stop and ask, "Oh, what do you get to gallon out of that?" And I'm like, well, I have no idea. It's like if you've got to ask what you get to the gallon out of the car, you do not run it. You know,
That's true.
You just don't even think about what you get to the gallon. I mean, to be quite honest, I did actually see what I got to the gallon on one of the long runs, and I was astounded because I got 21 to the gallon, and I was gobsmacked. But
Wow.
but average round town, I
Yeah.
would say I averaged about 8 a gallon.
Yeah.
You know, a bit of a difference, isn't there?
I mean, when I had my Rover V8 in my Bedford CF that I had, that was doing 9 to the gallon. But that was a few years ago.
Where's the other question that was there? There was a question up and it's disappeared now. There was a question up saying I'm Minecraft miner. I'm a better motor vlogger than you. Can you guess who I am? And the question's disappeared.
I don't know. Maybe they suddenly realised that they're actually not as good.
Well, I was going to say it was spicy.
Woohoo!
I think the thing is, though, the thing is with it in the States, of course, most of them they can't filter anyway, are they? They're not allowed to by law, so.
Well, some can, some can't we? Anyway, at the moment we've got a question up by Zephyr 1001. He's one of my latest acquisitions as far as subscribing. I subscribed to him. And he rides a van. You know, the Suzuki.
Oh, the little
One with the
moto
huge rear
thing.
tyre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind picking one of them up for the missus or for me to muck about on the beach with, because I think it's a cracking little.
Well, that's what they were made for, weren't they? They were made like the beach buggies to ride around on the beach and stand.
Here you go. I'm a young man. He says I don't wheelie. He's 18 now, I think. I know he's nearly 18. His birthday's not yet. But I'm British, I guess. Anyways, my question is, what is the worst bike any of you have ever ridden?
Everyone already knows my fucking answer.
Have you actually ridden one?
Yes, I've ridden and owned many of them.
Yeah, are we any video evidence?
Yeah, you could probably find it if I went through my hard drives, but all you'd hear is swearing and cussing and... It's Honda. Anything fucking Honda except for a C90. No. Never again. Ever.
Actually, I learned to ride on a C90 and
They're brilliant.
cannot fault them.
They are brilliant. They are the best bike you could ever wish for.
Wow.
But it's a Honda, and that's what's surprising. They're the only good Honda.
So reliable.
Oh, yeah. Unlike the rest of the range.
Yeah. I would say the worst bike I've ever ridden that I certainly wouldn't want to get on again was a 1970s CZ.
Oh, God.
My first bike, you cunt.
What was they thinking when A, they designed it, B, they decided to put the tractor engine in it?
Yeah, but come on, Tony. They used to run forever. I mean, you know, you break the clutch, so you didn't need to have to change clutch with the lever.
I nearly got one as a winter hack. That's how long they keep running. But the white beans cam was wrapped around the exhaust, and I was like, nah, fuck that.
Keep talking, I've run out. Answer the question. Oh shit, I've got a cold coffee here.
I mean, I had the CZ125, I had the Jawa 250 and the Jawa 350.
Oh,
you had a
without
shit
combos.
man.
But they were cheap. I mean, you picked it up for like 25 quid.
You put it back down for less.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it was a Lada version. It was like a Lada, you know. I mean, I remember we were coming back from from Swindon one time. I blew the tyre on the combo. I just packed it full of grass and still rode home.
I've just had a thought. The ugliest bike was. It wasn't a bad ride actually, but it was ugly as sin. And I don't know if you ever remember them. Can you ever remember a thing called a Munch Mammoth?
Oh God! It looks like someone. It looks like Gonzo had been smacked in the mouth with something.
I think they had a car engine in it. I think it might have been an NSU or a Trabant or something like that, whatever it was. horrible thing. And but it rode really well. It was heavy on the top end, you know, but it rode really well. Quite surprised me actually. So who hasn't answered the question yet?
Andy.
Yeah.
Go on, say my bike. I fucking dare you.
I didn't ride your bike. I sat on it.
I know you couldn't touch the fucking ground.
Yes. He's such a liar.
You couldn't. You're like, fucking hell.
Have you seen you on it?
No, when I sat on it, the last time I sat on it, he said, "Oh, you can't ride it because it's only running on 3 cylinders."
No, I said it wouldn't be wise to run it round the fucking track. And embarrass the high booster on 3 cylinders, you know.
It wouldn't though, would it? Let's face it.
Well, GSX, you know, 1400 said that I did.
Oh God, it was like 0.000 of a second, for God's sake.
It's not me, you know. You wouldn't be complaining, would you?
Chaz.
What?
You don't let him answer the question.
Hurry up and answer it. We all know it's going to be a fizzy.
No, it wasn't a fizzy. I don't know. Scooters don't count. I got a scooter that I didn't buy it. What it was is that I took my bike in for some freebie work, you know, the recall work. They gave me a fucking scooter, a 250 scooter.
You took the bus around and they gave you a scooter.
That was the worst thing ever. That was horrid. Never, ever, ever, ever will I ever sit on a scooter ever again. It's just fucking lethal.
I thought it was going to break into song.
What, a twist and go, was it?
No, it's no, was it a twist and go? Oh God, the whole thing was traumatic.
I'll tell you what, it's the only time I've nearly rode a bike off within seconds of getting on one. Was I just sort of sat on it and went to move it round the back, and nearly wrote it off down the side. I shit myself. It was like, ah!
It's when you forget it hasn't got a clutch lever and you're like,
That's what I did. As soon as it started to control, it was pulled on the right lever.
Yeah, I don't think it had gears. It must have been a twist and go, but it was just the way it handled was just awful, awful. Try and go around a corner, it was like just awful things. So it would have to be the scooter. I'm afraid.
All right, gloat about your empty cup.
It's empty now.
Yeah, you twat.
Right, did Andy answer that one? Stop a candy.
Oh, well, I've read so many fucking piles of shit, that's unbelievable. I don't know, really. I always remember my boy 125, some sort of Chinese fucking crap thing home, and I spent the next 6 months sitting on a stool, just on it basically, and all the metal was soft and everything else. That was probably, I can't even remember what make it was now, but that was some Chinese piece of shit. That was just awful.
Jinlin.
Yeah, it was something like that. I don't know. He bought it for a couple £100, and it was just awful, man. And I spent like 6 months of constantly spanners in hands, you know. Other bikes. Yeah, other bikes. I suppose going back to the olden days, you know, we're talking about bikes. I know a lot of people say they're not the old scooters, you know, the lamp. Used to have like a drum thing at the back, on the back wheel. And they were always playing you up, and you was always taking them off and trying to mend them. And man, you spent more time, like you said, sitting on a stool with the spanners in your hand, you know. So there's been some shit out there, but yeah, there's been some shit out there, but I don't really know, really. I think modern bikes today are just too good anyway.
I've ridden a few bikes where it feels like the swinging arm bushes have been removed, and the whole thing just waddles side to side. It's like, this shouldn't even be on the road.
I had that on mine, and it turned out that the car had blown out.
I had that on an aerial square 4, and it was aerial square 4 with a sidecar, and shortly afterwards the sidecar decided to part ways. Luckily, I was parking up as it went. I was parking up, and the sidecar just suddenly started pointing the opposite direction. I'm like, hang on a minute. Sure, that's getting further away from me.
I tell you what, I had one thing that, not mechanically, but I had to pick one up for a mate of mine and drop it down to the guy that does the servicing for me. You know those Piaggio 3-wheel scooters with 2 wheels at the front?
Oh,
you haven't sat on those, have you?
I rode one. I hated it. It's horrible.
Because
when are you trading your Triumph in for it?
Hey?
When are you trading your Triumph in for it?
You can fuck off your car.
Don't the wheels at the front lean?
Yeah, but it's horrible. It's horrible.
You can lock them out as well.
gotta be weird,
It's
that.
so disconcerting. It is. No. I mean, I only rode it for 4 mile and dropped it down to the guy that does the servicing and stuff down the village because he's, you know, and like 4 mile, and I hated every minute of it. I didn't even ride it back. I went and got in the car, picked the guy up, and told him to ride his own fucking bike back because I wouldn't drop it off.
Anyway, back on to the questions. We got Fancy Bandit says the worst bike he's ever rode was a Yamaha Viti or Vitae 125, lasted 5 minutes. I've never heard of one actually.
I know there's a Yamaha Viva City, which is a scooter.
It's probably the same thing. I've no idea. No idea. He'll probably let us know what's what on that. Then we got Beck just saying Jazz.
Yeah, that's to the Honda because she owns a Honda.
Oh, so it was more of a Jazz.
Jazz. Yeah, I get that a lot from her going Jazz. It's like what Honda? Shit.
It's happened again. Where's Surrey on 2 wheels question just gone?
I can see it.
I can't.
I'd love to do this.
Oh, it's just come back now. Okay, anyway, first of all, I know I'm biased, but I'm a super naked fan myself.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really? Mainly because I live in London. To get back to Portugal, I do prefer using the blade I have out there. Yeah.
Right, guys, I'm gonna go because I'm actually having problems at the moment. It's going wappy on me, so
All right, buddy.
I'll log out.
Well, I'm pleased you could join us.
Yeah.
Because it's the first one you've joined in a long while. It's nice to know you joined mine and not Andy's.
I will be back and I will be uploading videos soon. It's just getting everything sorted out here. So, but I'll hopefully meet you some more of you soon. And we'll
See you later, mate.
All right, so ride safe, guys. Have a good one.
All right.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I mean the blade in Portugal, I should imagine that's quite nice.
Mm.
But
The blades are really light, the new ones I've noticed.
I've not ridden the new one.
No, it's almost dangerously light.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're used to a big heavy bike, like I don't know, your one's quite balanced, but mine is quite heavy. If you're used to chucking that around, you probably throw the fucking blade over the corner.
Yeah, I have had heavy bikes in the past where it's not been a heavy bike, it's just been top heavy.
Mhm.
You know.
That's the worst though.
Well, that's Chaz's bike all over. That style of bike, they are so top heavy, but the bike itself's not a heavy bike. It's just that all the weight seems to be around the petrol tank.
Yeah. Well, it's the way that I've moved the handlebars down. That's what's done it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Pickle Poo's Dickie was like that, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's because I think she changed the handlebars, didn't she?
Oh,
Fucking
no,
hell, look at that knobhead.
Where did he? He managed to get in charge, buddy.
Evening.
So anyway, moving on. We'll just say hello to Wendy first. How you doing, mate? All right?
He's
How are
using
ya?
his phone again, isn't he?
He's what?
Oh, fuck me, sir. That's a Suffolk Predator, Max.
Hey, I'm not the one that bums sheep, am I, Andy?
Don't bring me into this, mate. Don't bring me into this.
Oh shit.
Oh, Andy.
You're in it.
Andy, mate, you sound as rough as arseholes,
Oh
mate.
man, you won't believe. Yeah, I'm going to quit in a minute because I went out tonight and got absolutely fucking slaughtered.
Yeah, I know, mate.
And should have sort of given it a little bit longer. You know what I mean?
Hair of the dog and all that.
Yeah. So with that, boys, I will see you all later.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Weggy, but I am just fucking
He
wrecked.
can't stand the sight of you.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love the guy.
Andy, take care, mate. You take care, Andy.
And you Weggy and Skeggy, and I don't know about that little other fella, but he's all right.
Oh, Andy.
Oh, I'll give you a big hug when I see you, Chaz. You know I will.
No, you won't.
I will. I always hug you.
I know. It's kind
Yeah,
of weird.
there will be a day when I'll be able to hug you and Andy both together.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll be like
fucking flash.
standing in front of me, and I can give you a big man hug, and you'll be like my 2 little children.
Hopefully not with fluff.
See you all later, boys.
You all right?
See you later, Andy, mate. Take it easy.
You know, dear. Right, back onto the riding question here. It's Surrey on Two Wheels says that he'd like to do the Suston Pass in the Swiss Alps. That one's quite nice, actually. I've seen that one. That's quite nice. That's,
I mean, all we need to do is talk to Andre.
Yeah, but
because he knows fucking awesome roads.
That one he's on about there, the Suston Pass, is the one that's got the. It's very similar to that Stelios one, isn't it?
The river drops along the countryside.
Instead of having a low wall, it's just got a drop off with posts every now and again or something like that, sort of on the corners. It looks like it used to have wall, but vehicles have eventually took it out of the way on the way down.
Buses with gold in the back have occasionally knocked it over.
Yeah.
You know, that's one already. Bloody hell.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Where did that go? Oh, the only sports bike I have ever ridden was a NSR 125. Scared me a little. Only took it around the car park once. I did a Honda on my mate's 50 miles later. Blew up just outside the Ace Cafe. What a place to have your little Honda blow up.
Fucking Honda.
I'm surprised actually, because it must have been badly maintained, because all the little Honda 125s, they're normally reliable as hell.
Yeah, but this was 50cc.
Oh, 50. No, it's 50 miles.
Oh.
No, the Honda, the NSR 125, if I remember rightly, was a plastic Honda, and it was really skinny. And
yeah, it's the same as the CBRs they've got out at the moment. It's just higher. I think it was two-stroke, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. It's the same as the fucking Aprilia. What is it? The RS Aprilias.
Didn't the NSR take over from the MBX?
Yes.
Look, I had the MBX.
Really high revving. Really high revving.
18 years old, and it was one of them things where, yeah.
It's fast. It's just reliability.
Mine was reliable, I must admit.
Yeah, but yours is a really old one. That's why.
Well, no, it wasn't at the time.
Oh no.
I'm on about the MBX. The MBX I had. It was just one of them bikes that just got on it and rode it. Lived outside.
The problem is, when they get newer, the tolerances get smaller and smaller, and they make it go faster, and they push it too much, and reliability just goes.
Yeah.
That's one problem I've got with Honda. Like the Fireblade, they've made it so light, they've cut down so much material, they've just weakened it, and it's like, even if it goes over a pothole and hits it too much, it's going to cause structure, frame damage.
My thing with Hondas is not the engines, because I find them to be reliable and everything. It's a bit what Andy says was there's no room in the design of a lot of them. When you get on, some of them look really nice and they go really nice and they're a bit temperamental, and then you get the ones that like your middle of the road sort of bikes that you just used to commute on. You know what I mean? And yeah, to me that sort of a bike doesn't offer any. I suppose it's because nowadays I only ride to be sociable. I ride because I want to. I don't have to ride to work and things like that. So I think on that side of things, I'd be more like, well, I just want something that's going to give me a bit of pleasure, whether it's speed or cruising or whatever. I mean, it's like just because I've got a cruiser, I don't hang about on it. I actually bought a cruiser for two reasons. One was because of my back and everything, but the other one was to try and slow me down a bit.
Didn't fucking work, did it?
Not really. I was going to say something then, but we're still live. Yeah.
100 and legal limit.
Yeah, well, yeah. We was having fun. I never realised how quick as. And actually, Stinky will tell you, when we was together having on the ride out with him, he was pulled up and he's like, "Fucking shit's done it."
Yeah, big V twins, don't
pulled up beside me and he went, "No, I'm like, what?
It's funny how people still don't realise how much power if you can get that grip down on a V-twin, it doesn't matter what the fuck it is. Even if it's a Harley, it's still fucking...
Oh yeah, I mean they've got...
Just getting the grip.
That flipping 1800 Yamaha that I went on, flipping hell.
It's like, yanks your arm off, doesn't it? It's like, right, on there.
I was getting wheel spin on that, and you should see the size of the rear tyre on it.
Yeah. It's like half the size of Africa. They're expensive as well, the rear tyres. They're only made by Avon, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they are. No, is it... what was that, the Suzuki?
Yeah.
What,
Yeah, Suzuki.
Yeah,
Intruder?
No, yeah,
Yeah, the Intruder 1800.
Yeah.
It might be Michelin.
I'm gonna say mine's all Dunlop for some reason. They come out with Dunlops on.
I think once it gets to a certain size, I think Avon start taking over the stupidly wide tyres.
Yeah, I mean, mine's a 190 or whatever, and that's
This thing was I think it was a 240.
yeah.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah. The only trouble I've got with wide tyres like that, if you've got a thinner one on the front, is they do feel a bit strange when you know, if you do happen to lean it a bit round the corner. You sort of feel like the back end don't want to move out when you want it to, you know what I mean?
That 1800 Intruder handled, it did handle round corners. I mean, there wasn't a lot of clearance, you couldn't crank it over, but if you go around corners.
I mean, some people, when they modify a bike, they stick a massive rear tyre on the rear, and they go, yeah, it's awesome. It's like, you ain't going to take that corner at any speed. You're going to fucking, you're going to regret it. And they do, they hate it.
I must admit, I should have done that actually. In the riding question, what's the worst bike you've ridden? And it was a custom chopper. The mate had a Triumph, what was it? It was a 1970s Triumph. And he'd literally gone the old 1970s style with a big fuck-off seat with sissy bar to heaven.
Oh, God.
Looking at ape hangers like this.
No.
And I tell you what, to sit on it was uncomfortable because the seat was like a fucking knife blade. And the handlebars up here, and you looked cool for a photo shoot, but that was it.
Your hands
fucking hell, it had a Springer front end on it. Don't try and go around the corner. I tell you, it was like shit myself.
I fucking hate Springer front end.
Frightening. Even my mate's Harley, he's got a 98 FLH. Oh, I thought I'm useless with it.
Knucklehead.
It's a 1340, whichever one it is, and he's got a Springer front end on it, and it feels horrible when you go around the corner. I think it's the roads around here don't help anyway, being fucking potholed and up and down and everything like that. But you have to slow down like fuck for the slightest bend, because otherwise you find yourself bouncing like that, and you end up going towards the edge or the dike, and it's like, I don't want that.
Springers are good to look at, but that's it.
Anyway, Bex has sent a question, so we've got to answer that. 1998 NSR 125 was the first bike she had. Pillion on after the guy who had it passed his test before he got a bigger bike. He wished he'd never got rid of it. I can believe that.
Yeah, but the problem is, if you act like someone else and you buy one, like Skeggy did, you realise it wasn't all it was.
Oh no, I mean, if I could keep Emma's little bike, which is my old bike, if I could keep it and still buy another one, then I would. But the problem I've got is if I keep that, then A, I've got nowhere to put the new bike, and B, we really need the money to be able to put towards it to get her a better bike, otherwise she's just going to end up with something Chinese.
Yeah.
The only trouble is, if she has airway, then we'll be having a new kitchen.
No. Knock her out.
Oh, that's all right. Get her an SB650, mate.
She's always after riding on the back of me, that's the trouble. She enjoys going out on her own, but she's happier on the back.
See, I would suggest she come out to the monkey meet on her little bike or whatever like that, but I think that's a bit far, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's only 100, and we've already said nothing smaller than a 125.
Yeah.
The reason being, if you remember, the first year we did the monkey meet, we had what was his name? Not Lucas. Logan.
Oh,
Logan.
Logan.
Logan Scales. He came with us, and we all assumed it were a 125 he was on. And we're going, come on, fucking hell, you're only doing 50, and he's like thrashing balls off it. He went, oh, it's only an 80cc. Like, you could ride a 125. Why on earth would you buy a fucking 80? You know? Oh, I like the look of it, and it was lighter. I'm like, well, you're a big lad. I mean, the guy was about 6'2", and, you know, it was fairly chunky. To be fair, a 125 it would have made look small. So, you know, I really can't understand his thinking on the 80cc thing. I just can't work it.
But if she
yeah.
wanted to go on that bike, I mean, I'd happily stay along with her at the back of the group or wherever.
I'm the same. I've already told her the same. But yeah, I mean, it's got a top speed of 62, 60 really. But
I mean, where we're going, we go for scenic routes and enjoy the ride. We don't go for speed, do we?
How long do you want to be doing, you know, flat out speeds trying to keep up with everybody is the problem, isn't it?
Oh, I don't like it.
You know.
Once it gets to that, it gets dangerous and then it gets inshore.
I'll tell you what I would like her to have is one of them Vandero things.
Valadero?
Yeah. The reason being is they don't struggle on top end. They're a V-twin. They're quite happy plodding along at sort of 65, 70.
That's the Tourer all-round sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we might have one. They're a bit tall, though.
Well, they are, but she's long in the leg anyway.
Yeah, she's taller than Mr. B.
5 foot 7.5.
Yeah. I mean, they're a
Yeah.
decent bike for a Honda.
Yeah.
What about Mrs. B's old SR? Because she's going to pass the test soon. What she better do?
Well, again, it's along the same lines as what she's looking for. We actually nearly bought an SR about 2 days before Christmas, and I missed the bid. I thought it ended at 5 o'clock, and it ended at 4 o'clock, and somebody outbid me by £10.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go around their house and knock them out.
It only went for £510. At the moment, you go on eBay. Well, then
That was cheap.
you go on eBay. There's no end of SRs on.
Mm.
You know why? That was just up the road in Louth, 20 mile away.
Oh yeah, that was a bargain for that price.
It was. It was a 97? No.
Yeah.
87.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Heads the Bandit is already trying to flog you, Sang. You little faggot.
I'll have a 2006 650 Bandit for sale. If I'm interested. Well, I've no problem, but I don't think it'll suit the missus. I don't think she'll be past the test by then. Yeah. It's ever so strange on here. When I click on a question, all the rest of the questions disappear temporarily. Like at the moment, there's still another question and it's just gone.
Yeah.
It'll come up in a minute. No doubt you've got it there, have you?
No,
it's
weird.
disappeared on ours as well.
Well, let me see if it's caught here.
See, this will upset him, but there's another bike I've got a problem with other than all Hondas in the world, apart from the 90s. Bandits. The newer ones ain't so bad, it's the older ones, the carved edition. I don't know if they've switched it, but fucking hell. Cold weather, carbs freeze up, they ice over like anything.
Oh, I found it. I must have done it twice. Here we go. It was Zephyr 1001. Was the skinny two-stroke sports bike of the early 90s, revs up to 12,000, I think. So that's the NSR then.
Yeah. That's the one.
Like I say, it'll be the same as the MBX. The MBX I had, I must admit, the only thing I didn't like about it is the prick who had it before me decided to paint the headlight yellow because he went to France on it. I mean, I think that was a brave move, to be quite honest, to go from Mansfield, right smack in the middle of England, to France. We didn't have a Channel Tunnel back then. You know, and he went all the way to France on this little MBX 125. That's not a bad journey, really, is it?
No.
Huh? Well, every time I've been to Europe, I've always gone on a ferry.
Yeah?
I've never gone on a bike on the train.
I've never been to France. I've been through France on a coach, but I've never been to France. It's full of French people.
Yeah, I avoided my school trip to France on purpose. It was like, Nah, it's alright. I'll go Mersey with family. Yeah, Mersey Island. Yeah, fucking Mersey
What
Island.
is it with Weggy? You're so quiet. What's up, man?
No, I'm just listening to what you're talking about, mate. To be honest with you.
He says, "What?"
Oh, not just Weggy.
He's like,
Oh,
I can
quite-
listen to bullshit all night long, me.
No, I'm quite relaxed, mate. I'm just listening.
Well, we've
Nice.
got another one from Bex. What about the 125 on the Shadow for skating? Well, actually, we've looked into that.
They're fucking expensive.
They're hard to find. The Marauders are easier to find. But the Shadows seem to hold the money. I tell you what I would like, and I was bidding on one, and then it went stupid, and it was what I've got, the XVS 125. Mine's the XVS 1300, and I tell you what, the shape of the bike and everything's spot on, same shape.
Mm-hmm.
This particular one had got sissy bar panniers, screen, crash bars, everything on it, and it was a 99p starting bid because it was a
Import?
no, to pay off. When they go and reclaim it,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
somebody hadn't paid for it or whatever, and they've gone, right, okay, we'll have that, we'll auction it to pay your debts off. And they put it on a 99p starting bid, and I'm like, fuck this, I'm having this. And it says, no keys, the steering lock wasn't on, there was no keys, there was no logbook, this, that, and the other. They've got proof by the courts that it was theirs to sell. So when you got it, you'd have to have keys, new barrels or whatever, and you'd have to claim the logbook from proper, going down proper routes. And I was in it, literally, it went up to 1,200 quid. Because it was only 3 years old, I was still bidding. At this stage, I hadn't got 1,200 quid. But I was like, look, I know for a damn fact, if worst comes to worst, I'll go around to my dad and sort of go, Dad.
Daddy!
But yeah, it went above 1,200, and I was like, I just can't do it. Without having the actual. If I'd have got rid of Airbike, we want to go in the bank plus Airbike, because I've got a buyer for Airbike for 800 quid. But didn't particularly want it to go local, because I don't want to see my old bike with some spotty little fucking teenager thrashing.
So you're like Tiff and her old bike. She's like, I don't want to see someone local. Ooh.
If it had just been an old bike, then fine. But because it was the one I had when I was 17, it's got personal attachments, and I just don't want it to go too close. It's just one of them things in it, I suppose.
There you go. She's talking to you again.
Yeah.
What have I got here then? Cheapest on eBay I could see of 1,700 quid, best offer, yeah. Oh, pardon me. That's a bit. They are the sort of thing though, aren't they? That's the Shadow, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but the problem with that, it's not a rejuvenated design. It's not something they've gone, oh, let's just remake this and we'll cheapen it up a bit. They've remade the whole bike. They've made the whole bike, and they put effort into it and quality.
This is why I like the new Japanese 125 cruisers that have come out, because they've gone along with the same line. When they got hold of the old Viragos and the Royal Stars, and they sort of went, look, this design sucks a bit, it's old, it's still set in the 70s designs, let's modernise it a bit. And they went to my style, and they did the same right across the range. All the drag stars, right down, they all had a refit all the way through. They did the same with the Shadows, and they did the same with the Intruders. And they got rid of the big Suzuki, what was it called? Suzuki. They used to do the big, 1700cc Suzuki.
Marauder?
I'm not sure if it was a Marauder. It might have been. But yeah, they got rid of that design because there was quite square fendered. If that's the way to say it. There was
quite American.
Yeah.
Yeah, old sort of British style. I'm going to punch them.
Even even Harley Davidson had moved on in design since then, so it was, you know, they'd almost copied a design that was going out of style at the time anyway. And it's the reason why a lot of Americans bought them, I think. It's the same style that PNE's got. You know.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Question for you, Chaz from Peds.
Oh, God.
He's got one of the rare bandits. Bloody great engine. Carbs gave me issues at first couple of weeks, but then just got stuck in a stage 3 dyno kit, and it has run like a dream ever since. The main issue with them is they've always been cheap. It always has been cheap main jet.
Yeah. They just... the jets were so tiny that cold weather, I mean, weather like we've had the last few days, you go down the motorway and just be going along, it'd be all warmed up, and then and it's like it's starving itself of petrol, and it's just icing up. And if I remember, they've got from the no they haven't. That's from the phasers. The phasers have got the water cooling that goes through the carb bowls to keep them warm.
But we had that problem with Kawasaki's, didn't we? We had that problem with Kawasaki's back in the 80s.
Mm-hmm. But we solved it, and it was just like, why didn't Bandit sort it out?
Yeah.
I mean, they're even oil cooled, so that's easier.
Yeah. Did Suzuki sort that out?
I think they've changed it over to injection now, and I mean, as what is it, Pencil Bandit said, if you change it over the jets out, it sorts it out proper good.
Yeah, but did they sort out the problem with the carbs? You know, like obviously Kawasaki had to. It was a bit of a makeshift affair in the early days, but it all started off with the GPZ 900.
Yeah.
I believe with the icing up of the carbs, and it went right through the range for the 1000 RX, and even I think it was the RX that suffered more so than anything else. I think by the time the ZX10 came about, I think they'd pretty much got it sorted. But didn't they? They had to put a water system through the carburetors, like you were talking about with these Spiggies, didn't they? They had to do some modification. They did. I'm not sure as to what it was.
Yeah, I mean, some of the phasers did the exact same thing, but they made it a permanent feature in all the carbs that it just travelled through them all, and it just kept them all sort of warm, and it's brilliant because it goes through the radiator, and it's like, but it's annoying when you have to take the carbs out because you're fucking like, oh, coolant, brilliant. But I'd rather have that than fucking freezing.
I mean, styling-wise, if I was to go for a mid-range bike nowadays, I'd go for something like what Mrs. B's just got, the 650 SV. That particular style, I could ride that with no worries whatsoever. You know, it's not, to me, it don't look an old style.
No.
You know what I mean? I mean, what year is that, Andy?
Is it 91?
Is it that old?
No.
No, 2001. 2001.
98, the latest.
Yeah, 2001 it is, mate.
You see, I mean, that style that is much better than the newer style SV. You know, I like Keith's, and I like that one, but there was one in between.
Well, Mrs. Keith's is the one with the round headlights. Keith's the one with the sharper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keith's is the right angle frame, and Mrs. B's is a rounded aluminium frame.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the TL1000, I like that, but it's the same as the SVs, really. A bit more grunty, and with fairing.
Yeah, so I know you've got the ZZR, haven't you, Weggy?
Yeah.
You see, I like the ZZR. I had one. I've never put it down in my bike list as being owned because I literally had it for about 2 days and just sold it on. And I regret selling it because the only reason I sold it was because somebody offered me £400 more than I'd paid for it. So,
fair.
But at the time, I used to do that all the time. I was buying and selling anything. Not just bikes, it was bikes, cars, caravans, fucking anything, you know what I mean? If somebody sort of offered me and I thought, oh, that's a deal, how much that trailer? Yeah, I can buy that trailer off you for 50 quid, sell it for 150, no problem, you know.
It's profit, isn't it?
Yeah. And I bought it for myself, and it was black and gold. And the reason I liked it is because somebody put JPS stickers on it. It sounds a bit sad, but somebody put JPS stickers on it, and there was big ones on the side fairings.
Yeah. I actually, do you know the ZZR story with me? I don't know if you know, because I was off the road for about 16 years. Obviously, back in I'd been biking since about 1981, 82 time, and I made loads and loads of bikes. I went up to the GPZ 1100 range. I had Lawson replicas, so on and so forth, FJ 1200s, which were great bikes, but I found the ground clearance was limited. That pissed me off with them things. And then I was going to go Corian in London just before me and my missus got together back in '97. And then decided to start a family, gave up the bikes for a family car, and lived that way until me boy was old enough to get his own bike at the age of 16. So this year, or last year, sorry, in February, is when I actually went back to bikes.
Yeah.
And when the ZR came out back in 1990, I thought to myself at the time, that is nice to see. Obviously, the C model. And they had, I think there's two years of the C model, and then obviously the D1 came out in 1993, I think, and I really did like the D models. And for years and years and years, I wanted to lay my hands on one. So last year, I just said to my missus, fuck it, I'm going to sell a car, bollocks. Right, you can have your car, I'll get rid of my car. And I went and got my ZZR. And I actually love the bike. It is what it is. It's a 17-year-old motorcycle. It's got to be looked after. Yeah, it's powerful, but you know, it's tame compared to today's super bikes. Let's be quite honest about it.
Oh,
but,
God.
Yeah, you know two ways about it. But the point is, from me, is the fact that I wasn't quite sure how I was going to feel getting back on a bike after 16 years, even though I'd ridden hard all those years. After a 16-year break, I must admit I was I was quite nervous actually.
Oh, yeah,
if I'm completely honest with you. And quite touchy. It took me about a week before I started to feel really comfortable with the bike. You know, after that amount of time off the road. And yeah, I'm well pleased with it. And to be quite honest with you, you know, it's in the shed now. I'm doing 1 or 2 jobs on it. It's got a bit of a rally alternator, which is a little bit of a problem with them things. There's a certain bolt that comes loose in the Kawasaki alternators of that particular type. So I've got to strip that down. I've got a slight oil leak from one of the oil feeds. So I'm doing work on that at the moment. The idea being is, if my boy sticks to scooters and motorcycles, then eventually he could have that bike.
Yeah.
Now the bike I'm after, you may scoff at this, right? Possibly Andy won't, but the bike I'm after this year is a ZX12R. I particularly like those bikes. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it the ashtray tank one, the one with the fucking
That's
ashtray?
the one, mate. Yeah, the one that some people love, some people hate. The one with a fucking funny. That is like the ashtray tank, you know.
Yeah, they've got a sharper front end, haven't they, than most Kawasaki's?
The actual rake on it was quite tight. It's much more. I think it's a lesser rake on them than any other model they've ever produced. To be quite honest. Yeah. But I'm not quite sure it's better go for the old original full power model, right, which was from 2000 to 2002, or go for the shall we say, the restricted model, about 185, 186 mile an hour after 2002. I think the designs, it looks better after 2002 than 2001.
Yeah, I mean, you can always unrestrict it and put some extra kit on it and stuff. I've seen people who've done it, but it does cost a bit.
What does the ZZR weigh then?
ZZR is, let me think, it's nearly 238 kilos dry.
238.
Yeah.
Right, so it's about
nearly a quarter ton.
It's about 60 kilos lighter than mine.
Yeah.
But well, that's if mine were naked and dry.
Yeah. Exactly. The one thing you can say about the ZZR, I mean, obviously in comparison with the Dace bikes, it is, you know, as people know, it's a big bike. It's lumpy, and I've stiffened the suspension up to my sort of settings back and front, you know, and I've got the tyres. I'm pretty strict with the tyre pressures and all that. With the ZZR, you've got to feel comfortable with it. You've got to have the right tyres. I'm running Bridgestones. I've got 21s back and front on there, which is a slightly older model, but they seem to handle very nice.
What's yours? The 1200, isn't it?
Mine's the 11.
11.
1200. Mine's the 11. Yeah.
And Andy's got the Suffolk. Andy's got the 12, hasn't he?
He's got the 12, mate.
Yeah. I've sat on his, and I must admit, it felt heavy on the top.
Yeah.
It felt really heavy on the top end.
The thing is, they are a big lumpy bike, and they're a lumpy bike to move around the garden, especially this time of year when you've got a little bit of, the grass is wet, and things start to fucking sink into the garden, and that is, even for me and my size, to just shift it about.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough. When you actually get moving on the thing, that weight disappears.
How tall are you?
Completely disappears, mate.
How tall are you?
How tall am I?
Yeah.
6 foot. No taller, no smaller. 6 foot.
Yeah. So the same height.
Yeah, which is about the size for me. I haven't had to put risers on the bike or anything like this. It's 100% standard. Yeah.
Spot on for you, like.
Spot on for myself. But as you know, I mean, I took her for a run, with the collective, done the Jurassic Coast run last year, which I did that in 24 hours, about nearly 680 miles. I covered in, 12 hours nearly, all right? And to be quite honest, I've never been so happy to see my front door.
Yeah.
And to be quite honest with you, that's the first time ever on a motorcycle. I know I did a lot of miles, and it was just sort of strict miles. It wasn't stupid, heavily fast miles or anything like this, just a long duration sat on that particular bike. And it's the first time I'd noticed that even though I'm tall enough and I can reach the handlebars fine, I haven't got risers on anything, my back did hurt.
Yeah.
That's the first time I thought to myself, I wish I still had my fucking GP 700.
It's funny. It's like, we did the Glossop ride out.
Yeah.
And I did something like 600 miles or more round trip on that, 690, 680, something like that round trip.
Yeah.
And on that, it was one of them rides where the bike I was riding was perfect, because I got back, came in, had a cup of coffee, and I was honestly ready for going back out again.
Really?
I got back in and I was buzzing, after having such a ride. I mean, Andy will tell you, it was a miserable day. It rained. We went through fucking fog and mist and all sorts, up and down in through Snake Pass. We come back down again, and I rode all the way home, and I blasted down the motorway at a ton plus, and then all sorts of various different things. And then eventually the long road into Skegness, the last mile and a half, 2 mile, probably 4 miles, just seems to be straight and on forever.
Yeah.
And that was just like, oh, really? And it's because I knew who I was. I knew I was really old, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Literally pulls on the driveway, gets off the bike, came in for a cup of coffee, and I sat there having my cup of coffee, and I was absolutely buzzing. I was just like, I could do it all again right now. I could just get on my bike and just go again. It's just.
Are you talking about the bike you've got now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the difference is, it's like Richard says. In one of the comments on my videos was, about it being an armchair. He said it might be an armchair, but it's a quick armchair. Because he was on about doing this iron butt challenge.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, if I'd got your bike, it'd be all right." And I said to him, "It's there if you want it." He's like, "What?" I said, "As long as you've got fully comprehensive insurance, mate, I don't mind." He was just like, "Really?" "Well, yeah, but not for 1,000 miles, surely." And I'm like, "I don't mind." Yeah.
But I can handle it.
Yeah, I know. As long as he can handle it, there's no problem. But Richard's the sort of person that wouldn't do that anyway. He'd want to do it on his own bike.
Yeah.
Right, we've got a few questions mounting up all of a sudden.
The offer was there, mate, wasn't it? No?
Yeah, that's it, and it still is. If anything happened, he's got 2 bikes, I know. But if anything did happen to both his bikes, it's there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I'll say about the ZZR. I actually, I love the ZZR, and as you do with any of your bikes, there's certain bikes that you've had that, to be quite honest, you've got them and you ride them, and it don't take long before you think, oh, bollocks, I've had enough, I want to sell it. Yeah? I've probably, like yourselves, I've had about 37 bikes every time, ranging from old and new. Well, never had a brand new bike, never will have. It'd be nice to have one if I could ever afford it, but I will never do it because
my conscience wouldn't let me swallow the loss in depreciation.
exactly.
I just couldn't do it. I just could not do it.
No, don't get me wrong. It must be nice to have something brand new, but like Andy, and I don't know about your particular bike. When Andy's got a '99 user, and you just watch the vids like yourself and like Max with his bike. I know Max rides his in all weathers, but it's a cracking looking bike, the same as yourself. You like to keep it clean, but you still use it in all weathers.
Yeah.
Like yourselves. And I think, to be quite honest, the main thing, and the thing that especially the youngsters have to learn, and this includes my kids, if you want a bike to last, if you want a bike to look as good 2-3 years down the line, regardless of what weather you're riding in, you've got to fucking maintain it and keep it clean, which is what we all learned in our early days, and that's why our bikes look like they do now.
It's one thing that's passed on from father to son or whatever, or father to daughter, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to be passed on to as many as it used to be passed on to.
But I honestly think that, really, to be honest, it don't matter how much you try and keep them of the idea that they've got to maintain them and keep them clean. You still, if you haven't seen your kids for a little while and you look at their bikes, you think, for Christ's sake, get your ass out there before you do anything else and get fucking good, mate.
I must admit, I am so pleased I've got a belt drive now, I tell you, because one thing it's like I used to dread it in the winter looking after the chain.
Yeah.
And now I come back and go, it's fine.
Yeah, we do, yeah. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Unbelievable. Anyway, Beck says that it was the older style SVs with the curvy and the new ones with the pointy, as we've already Chaz has already said, I think, or he was corrected by.
Pointy Beck.
He was corrected.
And Chaz got excited by curvy and flipping pointy all at the same time.
Well, Bex is only short, isn't she?
Fredzy Bandit says Weggy's BT21 and 23 Battle Axe would not trust anything else really. Great tyres, mate.
They are great tyres. And to be quite honest with you, I went on their older models. Well, I went and I spoke to my old mate Steve down at Orwell's because I had BTO 20s on there originally, and I found that the one on the front, to me, it wasn't holding the road like I wanted it to. It wasn't worn, but it just wasn't as grippy as I wanted it to be. And I read some reviews of that. I was sort of checking out the models, and I went in Orwell's and I picked up a 21, £6 brand new.
Was it trying to drift away from you on the front?
Yeah,
when you was leaning it into a corner, did it feel like the front was trying to wash out?
There's this. When you feel like your front end wants to lose it, it's on the verge of, and especially in the wet weather, especially on the way to work. I thought it just wasn't me security that I wanted with a tyre. The back was fine, but the front end was just wanted to ride out a little bit. And as soon as I fitted the 21 on there and scrubbed it in, the change was night and day, mate. Really is so much better. And you can see a lot of different bikes handle differently with different tyres, but I personally found that the Bridgestones, Battle Axe, especially the 21s with the ZZR, the sweet as, really are really good tyres.
Yeah.
And cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Bex wants to know, has anyone had any gel seat inserts? Are they any good?
Nope. Don't know.
They're expensive.
So, having done that, I'll now go on to the question from the answer from Mr. Mad Max Chaz, which I do believe was yes, Bexy. Gel inserts are awesome. Well, actually, I don't find them awesome. I found the air orcs better. I don't know what an air orc is like on a sports bike or a sit-up naked or whatever.
It's they can get different styles, and there's got to be one for the Hornet.
But yeah, and I am told what a man might find comfortable, a woman doesn't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Let's
Well,
face
Tiff
it.
seemed to like the Airhawk when she had that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, let's face it, they're built differently, aren't they? And it's like it's with the Airhawk. Me and Emma are similar weights, and I can put the Airhawk, set it up for me, and I find it brilliant. Emma can sit on it, and I'll have to let a bit of the air out to make it more comfortable for her. But the brilliant thing about them Airhawks is literally you just blow it up, and it's just like a car valve, but without the valve, if you like. And you literally just loosen it a little bit, blow into it with your gob, blow it up, sit on it, and then just while you sat on it, just sort of let a little bit of air out every now and again until you get to that comfortable stage. And because one's in a pocket, I found them really comfortable myself.
Mhm.
So maybe not a gel seat. I can't personally give it on a gel seat, but on the Airhawk side of things, they're really good.
Mhm. She's
Anybody
worried that it might make it a bit too cold. Don't got little legs, ain't she?
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to go because I've got to take the kids off to Liverpool tomorrow.
Liverpool? It's only
You
across
didn't
the
leave them there.
Going to acting school, for God's sake. Right? Acting school. Mrs. B's idea. Ask Mrs. B all about it. Anyway, guys, thanks for having us along, and I'll see you soon.
Take it easy, mate.
Another 20 minutes and then I'm off. So we'll have to come off air in 20 minutes.
Alright, guys, take it easy, ride safe, ride invisible, and all that good stuff. Cheers, guys. Happy New Year.
Yourself. See you later.
Boobs.
Every time, Chaz. We've not gone off air yet, so you didn't have
I know, but he's gone, and the last thing I heard was boobs.
Right, I bet there's local custom bike seat company does them, so considering it at some point in the future, I'm assuming that's the gel seats you was talking about.
Yeah, I mean, if she can get one cheap enough, yeah, I suppose it's probably better, but they will add a little bit of height onto it. It depends how much foam they scoop out.
I think the difference is as well, a gel seat looks better on the bike because they build it into the seat, whereas an Airhawk sits on the outside.
Yeah.
So, you're much better off with a gel seat if you can get on with them.
Yeah.
But it's just a dedicated seat on it.
Yeah.
I mean, but with the Airhawk, you can take it off when you're finished, and it's gone.
So take it back as not finding the original Hornet seat comfortable then, or?
They are a bit sharp, if I remember, in the middle.
I think she said.
I don't know, mate. I don't know much about them, to be honest.
I think she said somebody took some out of it when she got it, didn't she?
If it's been lowered, they scoop some foam out instead of doing the old wishbones or dog bones, whatever you want to call it.
Dog bones. Yeah, so they had the foam cut out of the seat rather than doing it properly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she can still get it lowered a little bit more through doing the dog bones, which is the suspension one that connects to Bex, and have the seat re-gelled and stuff like that, repacked, and it'll be even more comfortable.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just put there, okay, thanks, Chaz. If it boosts you up more, she probably won't be able to reach the floor.
Mr. B wouldn't be able to.
So anyway, back onto Zephyr. I hadn't forgot about you, Woody. He was just trying to get round to you and sticking on that same path with the same things. He's oh shit! I wish I'd have caught this now before he went. So anyway, he says, I'm off to bed. Just wanted to say cheers, good evening, entertainment, and hope you do another one of these soon. Oh, I see. You obviously don't know about Mr. B's. Well, the point is, he's a new subscriber to me, and I subbed him back.
So you got to keep this charade up, Skeggy.
So, yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, it's if you do watch this back, or you're still watching Zephyr, then on a Thursday night at 9 o'clock, is it?
Past.
normally on a Thursday night at 9 o'clock, we've normally got an hangout going on, but it goes on through Mr. and Mrs. B's brain dump. So that's normal. I'll be back to normal next Thursday, I would imagine.
We can hope.
Unless, of course, there's one meanwhile in between. There was talking about probably doing one tomorrow night. We'll have to see.
Yeah, but they said that yesterday and the day before.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so it could be one. Well, Mr. B was going to have one tonight because he was pissed last night, wasn't
he? Yeah.
He's
Every night. Still out the hangover from it tonight. Anyway, Bex says, yeah, it was already cut down from the previous owner.
Yeah. Well, Bex, if you wanted a cheap option just to see what the original was, you can buy a cheap second-hand original Hornet seat and just jam it on there, see if it makes any difference. And if not, just get one of them packed and keep an original just in case you either sell the bike or you're not happy with the pack 3-pack seat.
Can the Hornet, you know, if she does boost the seat height by half an inch to an inch, can the bike be lowered by that much without affecting the ride?
It's always going to affect the ride when you change the suspension height and the bike height.
I don't know what the suspension settings are like on those, though. I mean, obviously you've got the dog bones there, but what's the suspension setup on that like?
I've no idea. I'm going to have to go for a few.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the rear suspension on one of them, but it can't be any different from any other bike with the dog bones, I wouldn't think.
No.
I mean, Hornets like Bandits, basically.
And I'm not fully up to speed on the Hornet, but are they a monoshock system then, or what?
Yeah, they're a monoshock.
Are they? Oh, okay.
They're just the exhaust setup on some Hornets always throws people off because they go under the seat sometimes and then they go to the side sometimes.
Depend on the model and the year, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean most of them are underneath the seat.
So I've missed so much of, I missed sort of 16 years of biking. I mean, I sort of kept up as much as I could with magazines and this head, you know. But if I'm right, I mean, you know, in the days when I was still riding, I mean, Christ, I mean, I had the CB 550. I was a pile of shit. I had a CB 750, the K2. The bike that my brother had, I don't know if you remember this, but they used to have a CBX 550 with the old enclosed discs years and years ago. Do you remember them? CBX 550. They're a nice, pokey little bike, talky little motor. Stubby. They were a stubby bike.
I think I've seen a few of them lately at Bentley.
Yeah, you probably would have done. They're pretty rare now, but I'm just wondering when did they start making the Hornet?
Oh, that was fucking. I think that was late 80s.
Was that really?
Yeah, I mean it's been around for a fucking long time. The Hornets. I think they did originate from a dual shock at the rear.
I quite like Bex's Hornet. I'm not really one for yellow bikes, but when she did her bike reveal,
yeah,
I've got to admit it's a good looking bike.
I must admit, when I did see the video myself, I thought, bloody hell, that's a tidy looking bike.
Yeah, I mean, I've looked at that, and then I looked at like, is it Steve's Hornet 900 or whatever, that chap, and they look like totally different bikes. You know, it to me just looks like, it's a boring bike. You know, and that's, to be fair, the majority of the Hornets I've seen have been pretty much like that. And when I looked at theirs, I'm like, well, I don't know whether it's just the colour or the way they do it.
It's helping the accents come out and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
The shapes.
Yeah. You know, I mean, it certainly it looks sweet, I must admit.
Mm.
But not to big it up too much, because obviously she's got to get through door frames at home.
Exactly.
So we've still got 4 viewers, so we've not just got Bex, unless of course Chaz has still signed in or somebody.
Oh yeah, I'm still watching on here. Wait a minute. There you go.
Down at 3. Go on down at 3.
So anyway, the seats. Hold on. Lose count where I am now. The seats all right. Could do with what's that? Restapling.
That can be done at any upholstery store, like anyone that does car seats or anyone that does furniture. Take it in there, and they'll even reapply some leather on top if you wanted proper leather, not PU leather.
You can restaple them yourself quite easily, I must admit. I mean, I've done it. It's quite a thick plastic, nylon plastic, but if you've got a good staple gun, what you can buy from Drapers or somewhere like that, just like clunk and. Although I must admit, you tend to need a man's pressure behind it to hold the staple gun in place, otherwise it just pushes your gun away when you staple.
Yeah, and don't think that it'll go through your leg, because it won't go through that plastic quite as far as you think.
No, it struggles, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out which question came where, but they're all Bex's, so I don't suppose it matters too much.
Bex is special.
Yeah, when I first got mine, it was set on the firmest setting. Took it back down to the standard setting. You see, so I'd have to give some in it. So she didn't like it firm, Chaz.
Oh, she don't like it firm.
Not too.
She likes
firm.
it soft.
Not too firm.
Ah.
Yeah. Anyway, she says she thinks the 1998 was the first Hornet.
So there are different variations of it, like what is it? The NSRs and stuff like that. They changed them about like all the other makes of the bikes.
See, I agree with that. She says you wouldn't normally pick a yellow bike, but it was just right for the Hornet, and I've got to agree. On her particular bike, it did look nice. Now, a mate of mine used to have a yellow Suzuki. Oh, what was it called? Is it GPZ? Is that Suzuki?
No, that's Kawasaki.
No. What they had one similar.
Suzuki.
I mean, I'm talking a fully furred bike, but the it got the fairings off it. It was originally 1980, late 80s, fully furred, late 80s, early 90s, fully furred bike.
GSXR?
It might. Did they do another one? I don't think it was a GXR.
Was that standard yellow, was it?
Yeah.
Standard paint?
Yeah. Like yellow with black. It's almost like the Yamahas used to do, you know.
There wouldn't have been something like a Honda VFR, would it?
No, it was definitely a Suzuki.
Suzuki, was it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was the late 70s. But again, because it was yellow, it was a funny yellow. I suppose, but then again, you've got to bear in mind, I'm really badly colourblind. to me, it almost looked like a mustardy yellow.
It probably was. They did go through that phase.
It could have been fucking gold for all I know. I know how bad I am. I mean, I was wearing this jacket for probably 2 years, and I'd never, just by chance, I'd never happened to wear it round my mum and dad's. And this one day I've got this jacket on, I went round my mum and dad's, and I'd owned the jacket for 2 years, and my mum says, "What are you doing wearing brown? You don't like brown." And I'm like, "It's not brown, it's burgundy." She went, "It's bloody brown." I'll tell you what, I never wore it again.
It's bloody brown!
As far as I was concerned, it were burgundy, and as soon as she told me it was brown, I didn't wear it again. Fucking brown.
Fucking brown!
Is that how I sound to you?
What? No, do you not remember? You fucking brown, your trousers, you fucking... You don't remember, Davey?
I remember Davey, but I can't remember him going on about that.
You not remember that private video hangout that we got recordings of? Fucking brown! Fuck you!
Yeah. Oh dear. Anyway, Chaz, from Peds. Chaz, you ever got nitrous on your... Have you got nitrous on your bike, or am I just seeing things?
If you're a police officer, you're seeing things.
I'll tell you, yes, he has got nitrous on his bike.
Shh, it's a secret. It's a very bad secret.
I'm going to say, it's on most people's videos. You pull up at the side of them with purge.
Yeah, but most of the time I can't be bothered to fill it up with any NOS, so I just fucking fill it up with CO2 and piss them off.
Oh, there's a point, no. He's put, was it the original GSX-S?
Ah.
It might have been, actually.
Was it really rounded?
Yeah.
That sounds like it. Yeah, sounds like
it. When I say fully furred, I mean, it definitely... I mean, it wasn't any when he had it, but I do remember him taking off a fairing. Now, it might have just been an half fairing, it might have just been the top half, you know what I mean? 'Cause that used to be a big thing back then.
They did do the GSX-F
I'll
version.
tell you what, there might have been. Did that, you know, do you remember the RF range, the RF 600 and the RF 500? Didn't they do an RF 600 in yellow?
Yes.
Ah.
Just quickly search that because I
The
remember
RF
seeing
was, yeah, because the RF had the rounded tank, didn't it?
Yeah, and they had like the Ferrari sort of finning down the fans, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Very underrated bike.
Very similar to the, oh, fuck yeah, man. Yeah, words again. Oh.
they fail you.
Honestly, I give up with my fucking brain just lately.
I'm just as bad, mate, since I, you know, coming up for 49, mate. That's your memory's gone down the shit hole.
You're just a bit younger than me, I think.
Yeah.
So
I'll stand. You know, you took your video the other day when you went down to Skegness Beach and you're looking for the words for that dongle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fucking standing in front of my missus and I know exactly what I want to say, and I'm thinking, I'm looking there and I'm thinking, was she saying you're going to say nothing? I said, no. Why? Because I can't remember what I'm going to tell you.
Look, there's been times I've walked in the bedroom specifically for something and gone, what the hell did I
Are you
come here
naked
for?
when you're doing that, Skeggy?
Hey?
Are you
Oh,
naked when you're
600.
walking in the bedroom?
Probably.
Nice one, Chaz. RF 600.
I quite like that.
I'll tell you what, very, very, very underrated motorcycles. Very underrated.
I nearly bought 2 of them, but it was just 2 of them in a group set. It just seemed like trouble to me. There's one for Bex.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, the RF 900, they got a lot of the old purple colour in it.
Oh yeah. I nearly
Colour
bought a
schemes.
GSX, an old one with all the purples.
Yeah.
750, I think, and it was down my road as well.
Really. But I'll tell you what, like I say, you know, very. I mean, I don't know about the 600. The 600 was as quick as anything on the road at the time. The 900. I think what let it down from a lot of people's point of view was the arse end of it. It was a big fat arse on it. Not the prettiest arse end on a motorcycle, as you can probably see by some of the pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as a motorcycle,
it reminds me of a Bandit, sort of.
Yeah. Typical bulletproof Suzuki engine, though.
Yeah. Well, it's the same as a Bandit, isn't it? From these engines onwards.
Oh, you're probably right, man.
Because I know the old GSXRs, the really old GSXRs, have got exactly the same engines as the Bandits, and
exactly, yeah,
ridiculous.
Just
yeah.
Yeah. Did they do a? I think actually, I'm looking at this Suzuki GS1000, but I don't think it was. Did they do, you know, back in '79ish? Did they do like a GS 550 or something like that?
Yeah, did the GS. Yeah, the Christ, you had the GS 550, the 750, and the 1000, the GS 1000, like the old ice cream van. I think they stopped making that in about 1980. I think, if I'm right saying 81.
Right, hold on. I found the bike. It was a GS 550. I mean, how the fuck do I do this now then? Hold on. Screen share as well. Yeah, right. That's the one on mine. Imagine that in yellow.
Yeah. I can't remember the yellow one. I had 2 of those. I had one like you called the black and red striping, and I had a ratted black one, matte black, GS 550. Fantastic little bike, fantastic. You know?
Yeah, that was the one. I knew it went 1,000. Because, you know, I mean, back then you had to have a bit of money to have 1,000, and quite honest, the only people I knew who had 1,000, it was always a Kawasaki Z1000, like.
Yeah.
So, and of course that was always green, even though it was a darker green than it is these days.
Oh, it was racing green, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a much nicer green, I think. Although I quite like the green on Richard's bike. That's not so bad. It's like the metallic pearlescent stuff.
That's the same colour my bike was.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty similar now, isn't it? Yours is just a slight bit darker now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's a lot darker now, but it's the same method of doing it.
Yeah. But that, like I say, if you imagine getting that one, and I don't know if I can enlarge it without it. Oh, let's see. It's in place of the buggers, is it?
You don't want to make it firm, like Beck said.
Is that still on me? Or has it come off there?
Yeah, no, that's right. The blue one.
Yeah. Imagine that. It must. You know, I used to get the aftermarket fairings.
Mhm.
They were quite rounded. And I can't remember having it having a belly pan.
They never had belly pans.
No, someone's done that to that.
Yeah, so I can't remember it having a belly pan.
If you type
GS
in fairing, you might get a picture of one.
GS fairing. They never came with fairing until the GSX 550. To be honest with you, and then they had the Katana 550. But that looks like a little. That looks like a little mini Rickman.
I would imagine it's a Rickman or a Jivvy.
Yeah.
I think they just adapted anything to it. Like,
well, back in the 70s, anything like that there was always an aftermarket part.
Oh, cross, yeah.
You know, you used to get all sorts and just stick them on, didn't you?
Yeah.
Nowadays, they wait for the part to come out and they pay over the fucking odds for it.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, I think some of the things that I've had in the past, they've been really, really nice looking bikes, and I've just sort of think to myself, why did I get rid of that?
Mm.
You know?
There you go, Beck.
That's what, Paul?
Beck said her stepdad used to have an RG 500 with the Pepsi decal paintwork.
Yeah. My mate had one of those. He bought one from All Motorcycles when they first came out. He had a GPZ 900R. Traded it in for an RG 500. Courtesy of Ray decided to sponsor him to get his orange Jagger for racing. He's doing really well. I think he had his RG 500 for a week. And on exactly the corner, Barrett corner where he bought it from, a week later, he fucking threw it across the road into the bank. It was on the other side of the road. Completely knocked it off.
Oh dear. I think the only 500 I've actually owned myself was the old classics. I had a Royal Enfield 500 Bullet and things like that. I've never actually owned a Japanese 500, I don't think. I had the 454.
Yeah, I've had one of them.
Then I had the 754. But,
I had the 554.
You had a 554?
Yeah, I had a Jeep.
Well, they're heavy on the top just the same way, I would imagine they are.
They're basically exactly the same beast.
Yeah. I would say the 754 was, I'll tell you what, if you went into a corner too fast, it was just like, I don't know, you just sort of went, and hopes you got around it okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
it was that drum brake on the rear, it's like,
You got it. It was just like, oh my god.
That's what I hope they would have got rid of with the fucking, what is it, the Kawasaki ER5. It's like, you got a nice hydraulic front disc brake, what the fuck is that on the back? It's like,
I mean, to be quite honest, that Kawasaki VN800 I had, got a drum brake on the back, but it was, you know, I mean, I'm one of these that hardly ever uses a front brake.
Yeah.
It were a bloody good drum brake. You know, it's quite surprised me, really. Right, people, it's 2:30, so I'm going to go off air. We've only got 3 viewers, which I'm sorry to say. It's been great to have Pedsy Bandit and Bex and whoever else it is who's watching. But I'm going to have to switch us off and stop its live broadcast. So.
Oh, sweet as. Sorry, I sort of joined fairly late, but it was a pleasure all the same, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've managed to get, 4.5 hours of live broadcasting, so it wasn't too bad in the end.
I guess long enough, mate, isn't it?
So, well, just quickly nip through these last questions. Right, I see. Well, that's all right. Right, people, I'm off. To the land and nod. That's from Pedsy Bandit. And Beck says night to Peds. So, in that case, we've still got 4 viewers.
One's me.
I thought you'd come out of it.
I went back into it just then.
Oh, right. So, anyway, Oh, I see. Night Bandit, Night Bex. Octo. You twat.
You twat.
You twat. Right,
You twat.
I'm going to cut us loose. So we are off air as of now.
Oops.
Right, lads.
Tatty bye, people. Thanks for watching.
Oops.
I can say boobs.
Oops.